All right. So, Tipo apparently slept through all of the excitement of the arresting the guy for murder and getting Yuki freed to come join the party. Um, she is either resting or is currently away for the moment.
I'm here.
I hear very loud typing.
That's me, sorry.
That's okay. I just get easily distracted. I'm sorry. And the ranger apparently went out to see if any quests could be found. He has yet to come back, but he hasn't been gone that long.
I mean, technically the ranger went out because we want to leave town before daddy of guy we arrested wants to murder us all.
Okay, so it's still early morning. Before I do anything, did you want to, in character-wise, do you want to bring Tipo up to speed as to what's happened?
Sure.
You didn't help, Tipo. That's what happened.
I don't even know where I currently am.
You're inside Inciano's house.
Oh, mirror. No, I like that mirror.
You mean the mirror you can't have? Because
no, I just like it.
Lab?
Oh. Well, where's the mirror at?
What mirror are you talking about? You don't even know anything about a mirror.
Tipo, what you have in your possession is a very strange ring that supposedly is some ancient magical artifact that you've swiped along with a book from Galen's study. You have no idea how to use it. So far, it hasn't done anything, but for some reason, it feels nice to have.
Okay.
So perhaps you've been fascinatingly staring at it while everybody else has been out and about.
Oh god, he became Smeagol.
Actually, with that sort of ring, he might very well have.
I have a ring.
It's got a very strange design on it, one that you've not been able to translate.
I'm wearing it.
It makes you feel... I guess the best translation would be good without being like a high good or a sexual good, if you know what I mean.
Wait, what?
How about ecstatic? I don't know.
So, Tipo is 8 and just figured out how to jerk off. Good.
No.
Seven.
I said it doesn't make him feel, high or sexually primed. But it's a good that has nothing to do with either of those. That's what
Are you saying it makes him feel joy?
No,
not joy. But
what is that religious term? Not enlightened, but that. Oh my God, what is it called?
Nirvana.
I don't know. Would that be what I'm feeling?
No, this is more okay. I guess it's a good example
Confident.
of it. I'm going to use this example. It's probably the way that Donald Trump felt last week.
Relief? I don't know.
I'm thinking more never mind. It's
oh shit.
But
Oh shit! I actually won.
Well, there's probably that too, but Anyway.
We have another hint.
I don't know how best to describe it. I mean, basically, it's a feeling of power and just a good feeling, but not of a sexual nature, not joy, not high, and no devil not satisfied either.
So he feels powerful.
I feel
confidence.
Yes,
dominant.
Confidence, dominant. Yes, that's a good word.
Mighty.
Is it a jackal? It's a jackal, isn't it?
Anyway, So that's what the ring that you're now currently wearing makes you feel.
Sweet. Wicked.
Uh,
I love that. I want to feel wicked.
You want to feel like
I
a
love that
Broadway
musical.
play?
Yeah, I love it.
I like the musical Wicked quite a bit. Defying Gravity.
Is the best.
Mhm. Yeah, even if it's unpopular, it grows on you until you actually like it.
Kidjo, that's for you.
Well, actually, yeah, maybe that would be Kujo's song. Anyway, so is there anything you want? Actually, Devil, that would be a good one. This isn't what it is, but Devil's making it made a really nice comment. So there you
I
go.
love that. Wait, why isn't Devil playing?
He can't speak right now. He's got like laryngitis or something.
Oh, okay.
Really
He's
bad
gonna
cold.
give it to us. He's gonna give it to us if he gets on.
Damn. Okay.
But anyway, so that's how you're feeling. Sarah, Anciano, Kujo, when are you going to go talk to the boy while your morning's starting?
I'll
Kujo
just
is in my
explain.
house, and I don't talk to the kid.
I'll just explain everything to people what happened.
Go ahead
Okay.
then.
Oh shit.
What the fuck?
Let me see if I remember everything.
Does anybody remember what
You see,
happened?
what happened was I did everything. Nobody else helped, and
There
I
you go,
brought
Mike,
down
it's
a
out.
criminal organization.
Again, you weren't here. You weren't here.
Okay, so we went to a party, we found who we were looking for, and Kyoto did something.
You went
You
to one of
sneaked
these. You went to one of these Lowporn's parties?
It was just to get what we want.
I mean, okay. Did you get anything from it?
A lot of info, and also a person with money.
I mean, okay. So when are we going back home?
We can't.
I miss Mommy.
I was gonna pat his head. It would take a while before we could go back, but things won't be the same over there.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see Mommy later. So what are we doing today?
Well, we're gonna go talk to everybody else.
Sounds boring.
I know.
Can we blow up the house?
No. If we see what's going on, we could probably find out what you could blow up.
Okay.
He was just gonna hold Tibo's hand and walk to where Anciano and
Okay.
Kujo.
Again, Kujo not in this house.
Oh, yeah.
So where are you, Kujo?
I'll probably be at either my guy's apartment or at the station doing paperwork.
All right. So you don't have any particular reason to come over to Anciano's place right now.
Not right now.
My room is a mess. God.
All right. So forget about Kujo joining you for the moment. We can figure out how to get Kujo involved in everything else soon. But as Sarah brings Tipo out to Anciano, the butler comes up towards Anciano and says, "Sir, there's a gentleman at the door.
Who is it?
He is a servant of another powerful individual in this city, who extends an invite to her house this morning for brunch."
Oh God.
Lady Jasmine. Is this
No,
Lady Jasmine?
It's not Lady Jasmine.
Damn
Tell her
it!
I'm busy.
As you wish, sir. But the the servant at the door did say that the lady was quite insistent that you and those who helped to bring down what's his face? What do they name him? Gregor.
Badass McGee.
Gregor Studos should come see her.
Is she gonna give us a reward?
Again, you're not here.
Yes,
No,
I am.
the kid is in the same room as you. Remember, Sarah and the kid just came up to you right as the servant, right as your butler was coming to talk to you, which means that the kid is overhearing all of this.
Again, tell her I'm busy.
Well, I'm not.
We could go for you, Anciano.
I'm
No,
about
you
tired of all the
can't.
low burns in town.
What was that, Anciano?
No, you can't.
Why?
Because I don't want to die, and if you go, you might die as well.
Why would we die?
Because poison is a thing that exists.
Poison? You're worried about poison?
Yes. Or people who stab me.
I can
Indiana has
detect
that
poison,
many-
though.
Indiana has that many enemies at this point.
Sorry, what?
Indiana, you have that many enemies at this point.
No, but I'm assuming if I get an invitation to a noble's house, one day after I arrested a powerful noble's son, I'm gonna get murdered.
So you don't trust Sarah's guard to protect you, huh?
Do I trust a single skeleton, an 8-year-old, and a woman who so far has done nothing with magic what I could detect in any way impressive, to protect me from an army of people? Mathematics says no.
Well, then why don't you just let Sarah and Tipo go, since
I can tell you if it's poison. I know a spell for that.
You could, unless the poison is concealed magically, your spell is interrupted, there's an aura in the way, or again, someone tries to stab you.
Okay.
There's a reason I asked, what was Stranger Friend's name?
Well, tell her to come here then.
Jirak, to get us out of the city.
Oh, I didn't know. We're leaving? Great. Can we go see Mommy then?
I don't think that's possible.
your mommy is
Chris?
dead.
I don't know that.
Chris,
Yes, I'm listening.
can you DGM me?
I did.
We could also go to the detective and he could probably sniff things
It was
out.
probably because I was already in the game when you did.
Yeah.
Anciano.
Sorry?
We could also get the detective that we helped.
So she can
To
stab
see-
all of us?
No, so he could find out if anything. Good at snooping around, don't you know? Getting the information.
I think he's funny. He arrests everyone.
So, I would very much like to leave this town for like 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, where are we gonna go?
That's why I asked our ranger friend to find something to do for 2 weeks.
Us? Well, he's not here.
Yes, because he left a couple hours ago.
Oh. Well, I didn't know. I was asleep.
That's not my fault.
Not my fault either. My body just needs it. I'm a growing young man. That's what my mommy said.
Out of character. What the hell, Anciano? We're just trying to get things going.
Yes, but I'm not role-playing someone stupid.
Which means that Sarah and Tipo is up to you.
No, I told my butler to send the person away. I'm not expecting him. I didn't wait for any discussion. Butler, go send person away.
Send person away. Oh, where are we going?
Those two people aren't paying him, I'm paying him.
Sarah, Tipo, what will you do?
Whatever
we could go-
Anciano wants.
Sarah, what did you want to do?
Gonna ask Tipo if he wants to go meet the detective again.
All right.
You want to go see the detective, Tipo?
Where is he?
He's in the city. Probably at the police station.
Aren't we supposed to, like, stay out of sight or something? I thought that's why we were here.
That plan went out the window yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, Sarah was
I
seen,
slept for
like,
a whole day? Dang, what happened?
You were staring at that ring of yours.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Never mind, I remember. I don't care, Sarah, but... I mean, I'll do whatever you want to do, I guess, but I kind of want to go blow some stuff up.
If we run into...
I'm feeling pretty mighty today.
Well, that's good. Let's go see the detective, and if anything hostile comes towards us, he could blow it up.
Please don't blow anything up.
So you're not gonna impede Sarah and Tipo from leaving, then, is what you're saying.
No.
All right. So Sarah and Tipo, you're on your way. You're going to the detective,
I'm
right?
preventing them from committing suicide. I'm not preventing them from leaving my house.
So
oh, my rat!
All right. So you don't actually have to physically move your characters. So you're because this isn't a battle scene right now. So we're just gonna role play it. So basically, you guys are going to talk to Cujo. You're not going to go follow the man who came over to your house offering an invite. Correct?
Well, we really can't because Anciano already said no.
Well, he said no. That doesn't mean that the guy isn't still hanging around outside, waiting a few minutes to decide what he's going to do.
Can I roll a spot check to see if he looks suspicious?
Sure.
I'm going to do that. Where's my spot check? They just ever. Here it is.
He does not look suspicious, but he is standing across the street from the entrance to Cujo's property. Sorry, not Cujo's property, sorry. Anciano's property, standing there basically looking like he cannot go back to his mistress with such news. But he's not able to knock on the door again. He's just he's eyeing you, but he's not approaching.
And I heard the butler, like, send him off and he's not leaving?
Correct.
I'm going to tug on Sarah's dress.
Yes.
I'm going to point to the guy.
Just gonna wave him over.
The man straightens his jacket and walks over. Madame?
Yes.
I know that the master of this house has apparently declined the invite of my mistress, but are you so amenable? She asked for everybody who lives at this house to come see her.
Well, who is your mistress?
Her name is Lady Ivan.
Tiny girl ass. Why does she want to see us?
To poison you.
She does not speak of such matters to me, but she said it is of utmost importance that you speak to her.
Will our safety be ensured?
Of course.
We will see her after we get done with meeting with a friend.
As you wish. He quotes the address to her residence, so that you can you do not need him to escort you there in order to find it.
Are you sure about that, Sarah? Anciano was a little worried about that.
It's okay.
Okay.
Got things planned out.
How I'm more paranoid than the people currently on the run.
I don't know, but you are more paranoid than these guys.
People doesn't know that he's on the run. Like, I mean, he kind of does, but he kind of doesn't. Like, He forgets things really easily, like I do, out of character.
So you're heading off to the police station to talk to Cujo.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So once you get there, you find him sitting at his desk doing paperwork.
Hey, I know you.
Oh God, not you people.
Did you lock any more people up?
Yes. I locked away 3 children who tried to steal bread from a local bakery.
Why would you do that? They were just hungry.
Because these children all had fake IDs.
They had what?
Fake ID.
They weren't allowed in that bread shop.
You need an ID to get in a bread shop?
That kind of bread shop you do.
So it was an exotic bread shop then?
Yes, a very exotic bread shop.
Okay, so are you gonna let them go?
No.
They're children.
If I let them go, then that means children always get off the hook, which means we're not allowed to arrest children anymore.
You teach them what's... where are they at?
I'm not telling you that.
I'm rolling a spot check.
All right.
Damn.
You do not see them anywhere, nor do you see any way of finding them.
I'm rolling a listen check. Damn.
Cujo, could you run this address for me?
Okay. Bob, can you run this address for me?
Bob grunts, but says sure, and takes the address. I'm assuming you're handing them the address for Lady Ivan.
Yes, but I'm gonna need that back.
All right. He
Can
takes
I
it.
also have that returned, Bob?
Yeah. It takes him 5 minutes to return.
Okay,
Oh.
good. That's plenty of time. Do I have enough time to get out of view of him?
Yes, it is actually.
Okay, cool.
Roll, move silently. Yes, Chico is now hidden.
Wait, he's moving silently?
No, he's hidden.
Oh, he's hiding.
I'm not moving very quietly, but I hid.
You hear Cujo, you hear a noise, but you're not entirely sure where it's coming from. You still don't see him.
Where is he hiding in the middle of a police station?
There's
Probably
probably
under a
desks
desk.
and chairs and stuff all through there.
Yeah,
So
but he's
the
not
15
hiding
million
from.
people in there don't see you?
He's
How
not
many
hiding from
people are
everybody.
there in
He's
here?
just hiding from Cujo, basically.
So
He's
if
hiding
he-
from anybody who would care.
Yeah, whoever can see me, I'm just gonna put my finger over my lips and go shh.
So there's an
Okay.
entire police
So-
station.
He just vanished.
Cujo, you hear a shh coming from somewhere to the back of the room.
So he just vanished when I turned away.
Yes.
When you look back down, yeah.
In that
You look back
case,
down.
I'm just going to scream, a child has currently wandered away. If anyone sees a child wandering around here, can you bring them to me?
I'm going to giggle and say shh again.
You hear more noises like that coming from the back. Ooh.
Cujo, anyways.
Cujo, a little blonde-haired girl has been returned to you, saying, "This little angel must be who you're looking for."
Okay, a child has been returned to me, but it's the wrong child, and I am concerned as to who's supposed to be looking after her. So if you see somebody walking around without a child when they should be, please return them to my desk.
Just gonna say in Celestial, Chico,
That
are
is in
you
addition to the previous child.
Just gonna say in Celestial, Chico, are you okay? Bull giggles more. He's probably alright.
Cujo, you hear a giggling sound clearly from the back of the room.
Oh yeah, by the way, you might want to follow him because he likes going through stuff.
Everyone, please look after your possessions. We have been notified there may be a kleptomaniac child on the loose.
So like, if there's a guy where I'm hiding, in this desk, he just kind of sees me open the drawer.
What are you searching for? What will you take?
I don't know. I'm
It?
just looking. That's all.
Cujo, roll a spot check.
Being nosy.
Cujo, you see Tipo opening a drawer in the back of the room at an empty desk.
Child, please refrain from opening that drawer. And please return to here. Don't lie to me.
There's a sudden screeching noise, and what looks to be a wild wombat jumps out of the desk and scurries across the room out the door.
I'm gonna chase it and be like, "Come on, Templeton!"
You do realize it took us a month to catch that wombat.
I'm already out the door.
So, what are you gonna do?
Wait, is a wombat like a rat?
No.
What is a wombat?
I think it's like a badger. I'm not entirely sure. Hold on.
That's in the rodent family, right?
Yeah. It looks like...
Alright, my rat can talk to him. Come on, Templeton! He can tell us stuff.
But I will end up doing I'll be sending Dag off after him. My skeleton, saying, follow and protect. Tipo.
Okay, no, it's a marsupial. So it's not a rodent.
So it doesn't fall into the rodent? Okay, never mind.
Yep,
My rat
marsupial's completely different.
Damn it. Well, I'm gonna chase the marsupial anyway.
Tipo, you're getting chased. You're also a skeleton's following you.
Is it an obvious skeleton?
Ma'am, you should probably look after your skeletons, because if they're too far away from you, you're gonna get a fine.
It's okay. Tipo knows how to use them.
Yeah, wombats are very cute, but they're probably very aggressive.
Well, is it gonna bite me? If it bites me, I'm gonna smash it.
But anyway.
Oh my god, that is adorable!
The wombat's the office pet.
Aww, it's cute.
Adorable.
All right, so Sarah and Cujo, now that you have now that Tipo has run out, Bob has come back after scratching his head after all the little chaos in the room, and says, "I checked on that address, Lieutenant. It appears to belong to, well, we don't really know. A little girl is what most people think."
What?
Ivan. It doesn't really say much about her other than she appears to be 13 years old.
Okay, good. Now, can you process this small blonde child next to us, because nobody has come over here to claim her.
Okay, boss. Bob leaves the little girl off.
Cujo, that's strange, though.
Yeah, I know. Who doesn't claim a child?
I don't sometimes, but anyways.
What was that?
Anyways, they said that she was a headmistress, and one of her servants came to our door. They wanted to speak with everybody who lived in that household.
Maybe she's a young go-getter.
Jesus Christ.
It's oddly suspicious, Cujo.
Okay, do you want me to do something about this?
Yes, can you do what you did at the party?
You mean investigate?
Yes. To ensure our safety,
I don't have a case here, so why should I investigate this? Why should I take time out of my busy day doing paperwork to investigate this?
How much do you want to get paid? Would 410 gold suit you?
415.
Do you have anything in barter?
What?
You know I'm gonna be rolling diplomacies.
I'm go.
You can't diplomacy other players. You have to roleplay it.
Yeah, you can't diplomacy. You can bluff, but you can't diplomacy.
Okay, you want me to bluff?
Okay, sure. Try bluffing.
Because you don't
What
know how
are
much
you
gold
gonna
I
bluff?
have.
Because you have to think of an actual lie to tell me first.
Yeah, I already thought of the lie. I
Okay.
just need to roll the bluff.
Okay. Well, my sense motive definitely can't match your bluff, but let's see if you roll shitty and I roll well. Yeah, there's no way in hell. I didn't roll that 20, so
Derek can bluff you all night long, dude. All night long.
Except for the fact that you can get up to a +20 on bluff if bluff doesn't make sense, because bluff is not mind control.
yeah. So
But
let's.
Kujo, I don't have over 410 gold.
But your friend does.
But I'm not. He doesn't want to go,
How is
And
that my
sir.
problem?
and I just want to ensure mine and people's safety if we do go.
Oh, so you think I run a charity case here? Hmm?
You're
Is
not
that what
running
you-
a charity case. I'm paying you.
The wombat got away, guys.
Okay, now we need a new office pet. Thanks a lot, child.
Well, you got plenty of rats in here. That's what Templeton told me anyway.
Tipo can be your new office pet. Just keep him there. Or that little blonde child, the little blonde girl that you found.
You can't
That's
keep a human as a pet.
People holds up Templeton. It's like, Templeton says that you have a lot of rat friends in here. You
That
could
means
get
the
one
rat
of them.
poison isn't working. We need more of it.
Yes, Templeton, do not eat the random cheese that you find on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Templeton, you stay up here on my shoulder, okay? Okay, good.
Please, Kujo.
What are you doing, Sarah? Why are you saying please?
Because it's
Just trying-
polite.
Yeah. Why?
Kujo, do you know Celestial?
No.
Okay, I'm saying Celestial. Because you have to always be nice to commoners. Get them to do what
What
you
are
want.
you trying to get him to do?
I want him to search the house or investigate to ensure our safety.
And why isn't he gonna do it?
I don't like private conversations in front of my face, so now it's 425.
425 for what in common?
He wants in gold.
You're not getting 425 gold. Why would we give you that? All right, come on, just come help us out. Like these guys want to meet us or something, and I don't want to go there alone.
See,
Don't
we
you
need a
have
big-
your,
We need a big, strong detective to take us there too. 'Cause so, just in case if they break the law, to catch them.
You're gonna arrest them? I want to see you arrest somebody else.
do you have any evidence to support that they may be criminals?
That's why we want you to go and find out.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't you just research
Because-
them? Who lives there?
A 13-year-old girl.
13-year-old girl owns the house?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go meet her.
What was that laugh? That was the weirdest laugh I've ever heard.
It was a pervy child laugh.
He's 7
I know,
and
but I'm
he's
saying that
big.
in character.
Have you guys ever watched Gravity Falls?
Oh God.
Yeah.
The 12-year-old is in love with like a 15-year-old in that one. Or hell, Phantom Menace, for God's sakes. He was like, what, 8? And it was in love with a 14-year-old?
Hey,
Yeah, but
Look it up.
he's 7.
okay, but I'm
He's not
almost
8
8.
yet.
But I'm almost 8.
I had crushes on people when I was 6.
By Greek standards, so yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, Kujo, you could get more information off these people, though. Well, you could be
Come on,
sneaking around
Sarah.
while we talk to them.
If
You
he
can
don't
do
want
that
to come,
now.
he don't have to come. I mean, we can do it ourselves.
Is there literally anything you can tell me that would implicate them in a crime in any way, shape, or form.
They're suspicious.
And they're very
Unfortunately-
suspicious, and the servant didn't want to leave when he was told to leave.
I've seen you arrest people for less.
Well, yes, I have, but I mean, I'm doing paperwork. Everyone knows
Paperwork?
if you don't do your paperwork on time, then you get slapped with a fine, and then you have to process yourself into the system to pay the fine, which takes another day. So you get backed up another day on paperwork.
People's gonna look at your paperwork and
And
he's
it
gonna
just-
grab some of it.
Oh, I hate you.
But
He's
Bob,
like, what is this? Like, okay, so what do you gotta do? I'll help you.
You can't help me.
Easy. You said you had a problem with paperwork. Well, let me show you how to get rid of it. You get-
No.
Now you have no paperwork. See?
You do realize it's a fine for tearing up official paperwork, right?
Well, come on. We can, I don't know, find the fine somewhere else.
I'm gonna pull out a little notebook and write him a ticket.
Bob comes over at this point and says, "Hey, boss,
Yeah.
anything I can help you with?"
You can help him with this paperwork.
Bob looks down at the paperwork. Why? He looks over at Sarah.
Because I ripped it.
Diplomacy.
Because,
Sorry.
I know. Still a good roll. I rolled
Yeah.
a 4 and got a 33.
So
Because I ripped it.
what are you gonna say to him to make him convinced?
Because your dear boss here has to go on another investigation, find out more details about this certain people to ensure our safety, and he can't be behind on his paperwork.
Wow, that's right. Bob takes all of Cujo's paperwork away from him. I'll get this done for you, boss. You go on ahead.
Wait, you gotta take this too. People
Okay,
get
there
the
we go.
2 pieces that he broke.
Bob takes them.
You could tape them back together. I'm pretty sure you can.
What is this tape you speak of?
You could use some form of adhesive to put them back together.
Well, see?
Even
You're all cleared up.
magic. There's some kind of magic that does it.
I mean, we could just. If you're talking about the paper, we probably could just use mend.
Sweet.
But it's still fine.
Well, that's dumb. I'll mend it myself.
Okay, but you still have to pay a fine for inconveniencing an officer.
People
swear
doesn't
to
have any
God.
money. You wouldn't get anything.
Well, that means he goes into the jail.
I do have money. I have 150 gold pieces.
And it's only a 5 gold piece fine.
Yeah, I'm not paying it.
Then that means you're gonna be arrested.
Come on, kid.
Tipo walks out.
Are you gonna pay his fine for him?
Come on, Cujo. I got your hands freed up.
I'm not leaving here until that fine is paid.
I failed that roll. You just see Sarah drop 5 gold on your desk.
Okay. Fine paid. I'll go. Mostly because now I have
I
nothing
don't like
to do and
this
I'm gonna
place.
be super bored.
Nothing but stupid fines and stupid things. Like, it's so dumb. Laws are dumb.
At least it's better than home.
I know they're dumb, but they allow us to bully the commoners.
Wow, so you're one of those types of people. I don't like you that much anymore.
Well, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm one of those types of people, but I mean, when the system's there,
yeah, and you
just kind of
uphold
go
it.
with it.
Hey, Tipo and Celestia.
Mhm.
It's good to have people in high places, though. Because then we get to
Whatever.
get away with more stuff.
You better give me my 5 gold back.
You didn't pay
Yeah.
5 gold.
Yeah, but I saw her pay it.
Then it's not your 5
No, you
gold.
didn't.
It's
You already
her 5
walked out.
gold.
You couldn't have seen her.
Just kidding.
Tipo tried to haggle.
Okay.
I'm pretty
so-
sure nobody got scared of Dagoff while he was following you, Tipo. I just imagine a skeleton just looking over Tipo from right behind him.
That would look very ominous.
People just looks up at him. Oh, hi, Dagoth.
It does a smile the best it can.
It can't
You
smile.
mean no smile at all because it's a skeleton.
It just looks at me.
No, it puts up a flashcard with a smile on it.
It's an emoji! It's an emoji!
That's funny. I'm sure they existed back then. At least the smiley face did.
Okay. So, are you guys all set? Are you all going to the mansion?
Yes.
The three of you, anyway.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, do you didn't want to go back to see Anciano? He said he was worried about it, but now we got the police officer, and the police officer's coming with us.
Tipo, do you know how to message him?
Okay.
The range of message is the only concern. I have the spell.
Well, we have to walk by Anciano's house to get to that place.
Okay.
And you can't
Yeah.
just shoot him a message. Because we have to walk by the place anyways.
Okay, so nobody calls bullshit on this later. I'm going to say now I'm preparing to detect poison.
Prepared to detect poison. Got it.
I have detect poison.
But we're Asimar, though.
I don't give a shit.
What about Asimar?
That
Are
poison
you
doesn't
immune
really
to
work on you?
poison?
Lotus leaves, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
They drink lotus leaves as a matter of course.
Black Lotus is the worst kind, and we drink it. So over time, apparently, we have immunity.
To that
But-
specific type of poison.
Yeah, just to that one.
Yeah. To every other one, you're still vulnerable. Those similar ones you might get a bonus to your save on.
Yep, I already have bonuses to all poisons, though.
Well, you're like half lich.
I mean, yeah, you're like half undead. Nobody's concerned about you.
Okay, so as we walk by, people's gonna say, okay, and he like does a little chant and shoots a message into Anciano, and it's like, hey, oh man, we're gonna go check out that place. Got Cujo with us.
Send him a whisper so that he knows he's being contacted. He's apparently got us on mute.
I could probably...
That gets sent to everybody.
That's okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Poke.
No, it's Anciano.
Yeah, because he's got us on mute, so there we go.
You.
There you are.
And now we no longer have him on mute. Yay!
I messaged you
With a message spell
with a message spell.
that has only a couple of 100 feet range.
We walked by the house.
Yeah, they're on their way to Ivan's place, so they decided to send you a message spell as they're passing.
I mean, that still doesn't work. He actually needs to go inside and tell me.
Alright, then you don't get the
Tipo peeks his head into the door and yells exactly what he typed in the message spell.
And that's okay, Santiano can just, not be there, so that's on him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go commit suicide. Have fun.
But it's so fun.
But what if it isn't suicide?
Anciana, did you hear me?
I can go to a suspicious meeting with a person I don't know and meet them on their home turf and probably die. Or I can sit in my house, which is pretty safe, wait for my ranger friend to come back and find a way for me to leave town for 2 weeks.
You just don't want to be in the session, do you?
And actually,
Stupid.
Anciano, it's not called suicide, it's called a Darwin Award.
Yeah, but see, my award shelf is full. I don't actually need a Darwin Award right now. Have fun with your
Anciano,
Darwin Award, guys.
did you hear me? Oh, we're leaving.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Oh, why not? They said a 13-year-old girl lives there, and I bet she's pretty.
A, you're 8. Or 7,
So?
or whatever. B, why on earth would I go into a strange noble's house under any circumstances? Right after I arrested another noble's son.
They said our safety's insured.
If
I could blow up their house.
If I tell you that oatmeal is meat, is oatmeal meat?
Well, no, that's just silly, Anciano.
If you use prestidigitation, it'll taste like it.
I can tell you your safety is insured while I plunge a knife into your back.
Can't you just disguise yourself?
Sorry, what?
Don't you have like a disguise out of character? Don't you have like a disguise spell or something? Some kind of spell that would help disguise who you are?
How would that help when I'm literally visiting a person that invited me?
No, she didn't invite you. She don't have to know. You could just be coming with us.
Could just be like a butler or...
So I can stumble into the trap without them knowing who I am. Yay! Have fun.
Then they'll underestimate you and put you in a less secure cage so that you can escape. Maybe.
If you insist on going, have fun. I'll make funeral arrangements.
Wow, that's really dark. You think I'm gonna die?
Yes, very much so.
Why would they kill me? I didn't do nothing.
Because you're 8, most of the people I've met in this town are not very friendly, and because you're near people they want to kill.
Oh. There, I don't know if I want to go. I don't want to die.
Promise you won't die.
So, Kuja, do you have anything to weigh in on this? Sorry, what were you saying, Santa?
How much for 3 coffins? One child-sized?
I don't know.
Nah, don't give me a coffin. Just cremate me and give me a statue.
Besides, the other two will just turn to stone.
See? Even easier. I don't even need to pay for your funeral. Great. Have fun.
So you guys gonna leave Anciano alone and just head to Ivan's house then?
Okay, Sarah, but I'm gonna stay behind you. Tipo grabs your dress and just kind of walks behind you.
Okay.
Aww, he almost looks like your son. That's so cute.
Just for your information, I'm turning everything I can into a trap hell. And spells.
If we get enough gold, Tipo, I'm gonna buy you a special item so people can't see you while you draw spells.
Awesome.
Ooh, what's that?
I mean, he can also just make sleight of hand checks so people don't see him cast spells.
I don't have that skill trick.
You don't need the skill trick.
You don't need the skill trick. In the book with skill tricks, it actually just makes that as an addition to the skill itself.
No.
Oh.
In Races of Stone, they make it in addition to Sleight of Hand.
Oh,
In
it
Forbidden
was-
Scoundrels, isn't.
Oh, okay.
But
So-
bluff check, you can. With a skill trick is for bluff checks. Then, like you. No, the skill trick is.
No,
for
no.
sleight of hand.
The skill trick is literally useless.
Okay, I didn't know that. I wasted skill points in Grappa's campaign.
For some reason, in Races of Stone, they decided that skill trick is garbage. You can just do it.
Does that campaign still exist?
Yeah, it does. I'm not in it though.
Okay. So I know that a whole bunch of campaigns, shut down. I know, and this one technically,
I left a bunch of them.
rebooted and everything like that. I just stopped on the other one because I stopped having any time at all for it, and especially kind of went south when they left. But I'm hoping to recycle the characters from it at some point. I like the character idea that Anciano had. I like the character that Blackover had. But anyway, back to this campaign. All right, so you head down the road. You eventually get to a really nicely appointed house. Kind of looks the way that the house that you're currently staying in is like. It's a nice house, slightly newer construction, not as pretentious as the house that Sarah and Cujo infiltrated the other night. A butler meets you at the door. He is kind of pale, and he kind of like scans up and down the street, and then looks down at you. Are you all that came?
Yeah.
How pale is he?
Very pale. He looks like he could use some more time outside.
He's more pale than me.
Yes.
Wait, but Sarah doesn't even know the sun exists. She's never had first-hand evidence.
But she's
Sarah's
currently
as white. Sarah's as white as our Discord outline.
she's currently in the sun. It's currently daytime. In fact, it's getting towards noon at the moment.
I was pretty
That's
sure
11 in the
Sarah was
morning.
as white as a Trump rally.
Damn, I love that.
Anyway.
Okay. Anyways, yes, this is all I came. I hope you don't mind. I brought my bodyguard along.
The man looks past you at the skeleton and nods his head. That'll be fine. Come along, inside. He steps aside to let you pass.
He sees a little tiny child walk by behind Sarah.
He doesn't seem to be at all affected by this.
Okay.
The skeleton walks behind, right behind Tipo.
Is the rat sitting on your shoulder, Tipo?
Hey,
Yes.
hey, Mr.
Alright.
Butler. Would you be able to come into my house if I didn't invite you in?
I would not come into your house. It is very rude.
So you're a vampire. Got it.
I'm not a vampire, sir.
That's what a vampire would say.
It's just, yeah, that's exactly what a vampire would say.
You could have just asked me if it is detect undead.
I don't have detect undead, so you'd have to do that.
I said you could have asked me.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. You just go, hey, can you cast Detect Undead? In front of the person you want to see if it's undead.
This is for the others, not for you, Grizz. I'm messaging you in just a sec.
Okay. Let's see. The door closes behind you, and the butler starts escorting you up towards what he refers to as the sunroom.
I'm keeping my eyes on him, looking for his fangs.
Lady Ivan is wishing to have brunch in the sunroom today. It is a nice bright day out, isn't it?
Yes.
Oops, I sent a message to Tipo. Let me give you 1 second to respond to it before I continue on. Alright, so it's up a few stairs. The interior of the place is kind of dark. You don't see any other servants, but it's well enough to see by. And I can keep this friendly saying something, so I'll let him say. And the rat appears to be heading, T-Po's rat Templeton seems to be heading in the same direction. Eventually, you get up to a very bright room filled with sunlight from outside. You can smell tea. In fact, it appears to be a form of lotus tea. You also smell various fruits. And, Cujo, what's your favorite food?
If it's lotus tea, Sarah's going to be ugly.
Suspicious porridge.
Okay, we're just gonna put some bacon in there for you.
Oh, you monster.
And you smell bacon. Okay, there's bacon in there. There are several chairs and tables. At one of them, in a very nicely appointed seat, is a very pale girl who looks about to be about 13, with straight, dark brown hair, almost black, and piercing blue eyes. She is
More
dressed.
vampires.
She is dressed far more advanced than her apparent 13 years, and she is sitting in a shaft of pure sunlight.
But be aware. You know that smell.
There's also a black rat sitting on the table in front of her. It looks down at you and starts chittering.
Oh, there it is. All right, you can come back, Templeton. So you're a sorcerer too.
More of a wizard, actually.
Oh,
You guys in a very
a
precise
man.
language.
Are you a vampire wizard?
She
who cares?
smiles a bit
I like you.
over at Cujo. Very perceptive, sir. But do not be alarmed. I do not partake of any innocent blood.
Oh, God, I'm screwed.
Nor any guests, nor...
I have a quick question. How much growth hormone is in Azima food that we have an 8-year-old in, like, puberty phase of a 15-year-old?
And what?
Your 8-year-old is so horny, like an average 15-year-old dude. How much growth hormone are in
The scary thing is
Azima
that
food?
when I was a kid, I've actually seen some 7- and 8-year-olds who were probably about exactly like T-Po, so...
Actually, my friend lost his virginity when he was like 9, so...
That is very sad and scary.
Yeah. Well, it was to another girl that was like
Every
8.
country on the
Well,
planet.
no, not if they're like 9 and 8, so...
That's still very scary.
That's fucking...
I was like, I didn't even know how to use mine then. I don't know.
You literally can't use yours then, so go.
Anyway, let's not talk about this disturbing stuff. All right. So you're in the room. She does admit to it, but she says that she does not harm innocents or guests or anything like that to reassure you. And she's also sitting in sunlight, which is very odd behavior for a vampire.
Tipo is going to let his rat like talk to the other rat, and I'm just gonna listen.
All right, Sarah, Cujo, you gonna say anything?
So you are undead. Nice to know.
Yes. She knows. For some time.
So, why have you summoned us? Or rather, them?
Well, they are newcomers to the city, and they've already made an interesting impact on it. They helped to arrest that. She starts to say something and then seems to correct herself. That villainous man the other night. Seems that the other person involved did not trust me enough to come to the invitation. Oh well.
That villainous man from a person who literally drinks the blood of people.
I don't want to be a dick here. But how much did they really do? I mean, that little boy wasn't even there, and she, like, barely helped at the party.
And
Well,
then you're the one who assaulted the guy.
I was sleepy. That's not fair.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It actually come along my radar before this. She actually stands up from her seat and bows her head slightly towards Sarah. You are the daughter of Galen Cole, are you not?
Yes.
I
That's
used
my little cousin.
I used to correspond with your father.
No wonder I smelled the tea. It was so familiar.
Yes, brewed in your fashion, I believe.
Yeah. Cujo, don't drink the tea.
I wasn't going to.
Good.
I don't accept food unless I've seen at least 10 people have eaten it without dying.
The tea might be slightly poisoned compared for Cujo, but it's perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable for Asimar. Because, it's the lotus tea you guys drink, so.
Mm-hmm.
Detect poison does not detect poisons towards Asimar, humans, or anything else that appears to be in the room, on anything else. So it's perfectly safe for rats to eat, and so on. The tea tastes like it was brewed in your home country of Ashram.
Oh, this is better than Mama's tea.
Sarah's just gonna smile.
That will please my cook quite well. As you might understand, my cook does not get a chance to prepare too many interesting dishes.
Now let's see if he makes the home recipe of what we used to eat too. But you could do that another time.
Oh,
So
why did you want us here? And you're pretty.
Well, thank you. And you are Tipo, am I correct?
Yes. My name is Tipo, and this is Templeton.
And this, she points at her rat, is Tybalt. Tybalt casts the paw out and starts trying to pet Templeton.
Templeton returns the gesture.
Aww, that is cute. But she flicks her fingers, and the servant comes over with a bit of cheese to offer both of the rats. Oh, I think you have the money, don't you, Antiona?
I don't have any money anymore, but I would pretty much sell everything if I could, make Tipo behave like a human.
He's not human, though. He's an Asimar.
Asimar are 99.9999999% human.
I am behaving like a human.
Anyway.
You're telling me I can't say that she's pretty?
Cujo.
Yes.
There's bacon. It has been proved to be safe.
I still don't trust it.
People eat one piece of the bacon.
It tastes like yummy bacon.
I mean, since when have vampires been able to cook? They don't even eat food.
Well, she basically says that she has a cook and that doesn't appear to be a vampire.
How do I know that cook's not an assassin?
Because he would have assassinated us already.
Is there something wrong, officer? She looks over at Cujo.
Well, remember, a cook needs 3 rounds of concentration before he gets death strike.
That's funny.
Oh, no. I just don't eat other people's food, generally.
Then how do you go out to eat?
Do yourself. I'm gonna eat it all then.
So she looks back over to Sarah. But I still feel quite sad about your family. I am pleased at least 2 of you managed to survive.
No, Mama's over there waiting for me too.
Sarah's gonna do like a.
Ivan gives a pitying look towards Tipo.
Tipo's just gonna pet his rat.
Yeah, Sarah's just gonna do like a. Well, Tipo's petting the rat. While he's not looking, she's gonna do like a little shushing, like a little secret.
Ivan nods a little bit. He and I were both interested in hunting down artifacts, although he had a much harder time being able to leave Ashram. And of course, I could not quite get into Ashram, just occasionally send messages back and forth.
Yeah, I know. It's very rare that people get away from there.
Yes, and those that do rarely go back, as I imagine going back would mean death. But he was a rather determined sort to collect a lot of artifacts from outside the country.
Yep.
But
I'm gonna go back. But it's not gonna be a pleasant visit, though.
Are you planning on raising it to the ground? She asks, almost joking about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn everything.
It will probably need an army for that. And it's just two. Now she looks over at Cujo. 3 of you.
Do you want me to
What?
show you how good I am at blowing things up?
I mean, technically, armies are kind of useless.
When did I commit to anything?
You're here with them. So you're proving that you are part of their whatever you might wish to call it.
Oh yeah, he arrests a lot of people. He can arrest everyone in Ashram.
Is this one of those instances where if I don't go along with this shit, you guys are just gonna kill me and leave my body out in a ditch somewhere?
No. Of course not.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you're lying, so damn it.
It's not going to be in a ditch.
Now she wouldn't leave your body in a ditch, Cujo. Silly. She'd make you into a skeleton.
That's even worse.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Let me do that bluff roll.
You get a -20. You literally have a skeleton walking behind you.
But you guys haven't seen me make anybody into a skeleton, though.
That's funny.
Yes,
I got it. So beat a 25.
Sarah basically could bluff the pants off of anybody right now. All right. So Ivan looks over at Tifo and smiles lightly at him. Are you enjoying the tea, child?
Yeah, that's good. Yummy.
Excellent.
So you wanted us here for a reason? Anciano was worried that you were gonna kill us. Are you gonna kill us?
No, I have no plans on killing you.
Okay. See, I told him he was been fine. He didn't want to listen.
Oh, perhaps he has been burned many times in the past.
Probably
Sure.
so. He has a lot of gray hair.
Or maybe he, doesn't like walking into places which are probably traps.
Perhaps he's the one who has trapped many in the past, and as such cannot trust a similar arrangement. Why did you end
Maybe
up with
both.
him? Why did you end up with him? She asks Sarah.
He was at the bar.
You overheard our conversation.
And yet you
He's
trust
a pretty animal.
He was quite nosy, so I had
Sorry.
to hide.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I kind of missed what you said.
He was being partly nosy, but he
Okay.
seemed trustworthy.
All right.
Then again, we also needed to hide from, but you know what happens.
Yes. I have already asked my servants to be on the lookout for people who may have come from Ashram other than yourselves.
I'll just blow it up too.
You are a very powerful young sorcerer, aren't you? Yes, Steve-O.
Well, I don't know about that. I just like throwing fireballs.
And she looks closely at him. How long exactly have you had that ring that you have on your finger?
Oh, this? I took
Yes.
it from my dad. Or, wait, my uncle's study before we left.
Yes, I figured Galen had one. She said
Yeah,
softly.
I like this thing. No, you can't have it. It's mine.
I see. Well, we will have to find some sort of arrangement, see if I can barter it from you at some point, but I do not suppose that I have what you need quite yet.
Huh?
She looks over at Sarah for this.
Oh.
I imagine that since you have your rich protector and everything like that, you are well set in terms of money.
No, not really.
Oh, I see. She glances at Tipo for a moment and back at Sarah. Because
This is my ring. You're not getting my ring. I found it, and I'm wearing it.
That sounds oddly suspicious, child.
I could pay.
It was in my uncle's study, and he's
Isn't
not
it-
around anymore.
Isn't it cute? The children in their my phase.
Yes. It was an artifact that Galen and I both tried to negotiate for. He, in the end, ended up with it. At some point, I had hoped to, find some other artifact that he might like more than that to negotiate for it. But since you managed to rescue it when all your family was killed, I see fit to negotiate with you. She mostly looks at Sarah at this instead of at Tipo, who actually holds the ring.
Oh.
If you have a price or something you would wish or a favor that I can that I could give you to let you give me that ring, I'd be willing to pay it.
Why do you want it so bad?
It is part of a set that I am trying to build.
There's more rings like this one?
There are more rings in the set than that one, but none that are exactly like that one.
Can I see them?
I only have one other.
Where is it at?
She extends her hand and shows the ring. It has the same type of jewel. It's a similar jewel to the one that and has some of the same markings, but a slightly different signature. Slightly different. I guess writing would be the right word. Different character, perhaps, on it to denote what it is. They're said to be scattered across continents.
And what's the point of them?
There are many debates on that.
I can definitely tell it does something.
Yes.
I'm not stupid.
I've heard that if you can amass all 7 of them, then you can find your way to great power.
See? So you should give me your ring.
You have nothing that I want, child.
I mean, well, why? You have nothing that I want. I want this ring.
She looks back at Sarah. That is up to you.
And what would you want then?
Weren't you listening, Sarah? She wants my ring. She's not getting it.
Well then, she has to barter with you because since
Simpleton starts arguing with Tybalt about my point of view.
You can hear lots of everybody else can hear high amounts of squeaking. Apparently the rats are arguing.
I don't mean to be rude or anything, but he is the one who has it now.
Yes, perhaps
And
that.
it is a momentum for who he can remember from his family.
From Uncle Galen.
Perhaps I shall wait a few years to see if his opinion changes then.
Okay. Out of character, I know I could have been that mean person, but I'm like, I don't want to break the game yet. I could have just asked for all the riches. For the ring.
Then you had Tebow mad at you for taking his ring.
Yes.
I mean, you wouldn't have been able to get it from people without a fight.
Cujo, what is your opinion of this entire situation?
I made a mistake by coming here. Now, I'm involved in all their bullshit.
Yep, and then you also know this child has a ring to imaginal power. Unlimited power.
No,
Or greater power.
no one's dead.
See, that's awkward because I already cashed in the life insurance I put out on you guys.
So you shouldn't be staying with Enciano. You should be staying with Ivan. Ivan at least knew your dad.
Wait, how did you cash life insurance on me?
Oh, simple. I took out a policy on you.
How?
Some unscrupulous
Bribery.
goblin.
Damn it, you're good. You've learned this city's ways well.
Just because I'm lawful doesn't mean I can't do a bit of insider trading, right?
True.
So is there anything else? Like, can we leave? Templeton, stop arguing with Tybalt.
A piece of
People
cheese.
picks up Templeton.
A piece of cheese just goes flying and hits Cujo in the forehead.
Templeton, stop throwing. Come here.
I'm gonna throw it back at the rats.
You don't throw nothing at Templeton. I'll burn you.
Okay, so was there anything else we would like to discuss?
The black rat that belongs to Ivan is hit with the piece of cheese. It makes a squeaking noise, picks up a piece of bacon, and launches it at Cujo.
I attempt to dodge. Evasive maneuvers.
Ivan picks up a rat before any harm can come to it and puts it on her shoulder.
I think I dodged it.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
you
piece of bacon is
definitely
now laying on the floor.
So, was there anything else would you like to discuss?
No, I suppose if you wish to continue staying with your weird mentor, or whatever you wish to call him, then there's nothing more for us to discuss today. But you are welcome here, as you are Galen Cole's daughter.
It's always nice to know I have many homes.
Yes.
So does Hippo. We'll try to visit as much as possible.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, come back anytime. I might have some leads for you on work in the city.
At least I know what this ring is now. Hey, Sarah, let's go look for some more of these rings. Because this one makes me feel very happy.
You heading back to Danciano's house now? Cujo, what are you going to do?
Come on, Cujo. We have to show that we're all alive.
Well,
On piano.
I guess I'm gonna follow them because, if I quit now, I might get killed.
Yeah, it's like 2 days till retirement. The cop always dies.
But my career is just beginning.
Don't worry, they set up early retirement for you.
Board of Life.
PhD Esquire.
I prefer God King.
Okay. So everyone's heading back to Casa del Enciano. You're all safe. None of you have been bitten. The only potential injury is the fact that Cujo is hit in the forehead with a piece of cheese.
Sarah, we're not going back to that place. I am like her. She tried get my ring, but she's got one, and I kind of want her. You know what? There, do you want to go back and take her ring?
Tipo, you can't be king. You're not nearly inbred enough to be a king.
Sure he is.
Whatever.
He's an Aasimar. All Aasimar are inbred.
No, to be a proper king, you need to be like Habsburgian levels of inbred. Where you have 2 great-great-great-great-grandparents. Total.
Nice.
Sarah, are you going to field this one for him?
What?
Are you going to tell him how this is possible for Tipo to be king with those conditions?
Too much. That's too much. He could learn. He could look up the history.
Yeah.
Today's a high knowledge check.
So, you have returned to Anciano's manor.
Look at Anciano. We're still alive. No holes, no cuts, no poisons.
Hey, Anciano. Anciano.
Yeah, I'm letting them enter.
There's a tiny,
Say nothing.
tiny bit of cheese in Kujo's hair that you can see.
I immediately dispel magic on all of them.
They're all fine. They're no
You
spells
freed
hitting
me
them.
from this curse. Thank you, Anciano. Now pay me $5. Now pay me 5 gold so that I may spread to your glory.
Then I detect magic on all of them.
Well, you
They'll
detect the
see
same
the-
magic you detected before.
Yeah, basically it has the magic is unchanged on all of them. They're all fine.
Anciano. So we met her, and she ended up being this like vampire lady or something. I don't know, but she had a rat, and my rat really liked her rat at first. But then they started fighting, and she told me about this ring, and yeah, and I want her ring because she has one, and there's apparently a lot of them, and I want it. So let's go get it.
Okay, no more sugar for you.
I didn't have any sugar. I had a bunch of tea and some bacon.
Also no more bacon for you. From now on it's oats. And show me that ring.
People, I'm really like out of character, pondering hurling a fireball at you, saying no more bacon.
No, Anciano, don't. If you get too involved into this, then that means you're going to be stuck with it like me.
There's
No,
gonna lead on Kujo's shoulder, but it's fun having you around.
Anciano, Tipo is going to show you the ring on his finger.
He's gonna be like, okay, look, you're not getting my ring either. I told her she couldn't have it. You can't have my ring.
Okay,
First,
what
let
finger
me
do you
detect
have it
magic
on?
from this ring.
The ring appears
I have
to be
it on my ring
quiet.
finger.
I thought you would have had it on your middle finger.
Nope, on my ring finger.
The ring appears to be quiet at the moment.
I'm fairly surprised it doesn't wear it as a cock ring, considering how horny he is.
Wow.
Okay. Anciano, well, we got a little information about the ring, though.
I didn't even know about it. I didn't care. I just like it because it makes me happy.
Chris, I would like to take a piece of parchment paper and a piece of charcoal
Okay.
and make a rubbing of the ring.
All right. You have rubbed off. You have collected the symbols and the general outline of the ring itself.
To my
is-
library.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Does that mean we follow him too, or?
Anciano
To the library!
told us that there was.
Because you would die.
She told us that there were multiple rings like this around the world, and that they're supposed to unlock some kind of power. So now I want them because I like how this one makes me feel, and if I had more of them, I'd feel even better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look in my library. You shouldn't follow because you would most likely die, and this is not a joke.
Okay, I will stay right here then. But you're not
you,
taking my ring.
You have entered the okay. Who else following Anciano to his library?
Nobody.
That
I
was my
joking about the part of literally dying.
that was.
Oh, okay. So it's a private library. Nobody else is allowed in. All right.
I mean, they can try to teleport through the magically sealed door, but then they're gonna be rained down by magical traps. I can cast it last forever.
Kujo, Sarah, Tifa, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm just gonna kind of sit here, upset, and then the anger's gonna pass, and then I'm gonna play with my rat.
Okay, Knowledge Arcana 37. What do I know about this ring?
Let's all sit down and have a conversation.
Chris?
I'm
People.
typing it out so that you can
Oh,
decide
sorry.
if you want to tell people or not.
So, it was nice for you to come with us, Cujo.
Hey, Cujo,
What?
I want to show you something.
Do not show me your penis. Under
No.
any circumstance, I will
I
arrest
won't.
you.
No, watch this. And you see him begin chanting a spell.
Spellcraft.
Spell of show me your penis.
What's the roll?
Oh God, what are you rolling?
Okay, I got 29.
Okay, you definitely know that I am just dimension leaping behind you. And then I'm just dimension leaping. So you see me appear behind you.
I'm gonna turn around and just say, I'm just gonna stare at you, disappointed, like I was expecting something, but you didn't deliver.
Oh.
You know what? I have been trying to find the spell I made a note of for the
Okay.
last 5 minutes.
So watch
Only to
this.
figure out it's a magic item.
Spellcraft again.
Okay.
24.
Is 24 high enough for a level 3 spell? I think so.
I believe so.
Okay. So you see me conjure a phantom horse.
Chris,
Meh.
do I know if this ring on its own gives any power?
Okay, good point.
Because I'm assuming it's not the 200,000 gold magic item that has a similar name.
It's not. These are something I created a long time ago, long
Yeah,
before.
no, I'm just making sure.
Okay.
200,000 gold ring?
Basically,
Yeah, give it to me.
I created them about 23, 24 years ago, something like that. And I think that predates many of the D&D versions we now know and love.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna let the dogs out to go potty.
All right. I was looking at a radiant sphere as part of my Sarah might become evil plans.
What?
A radiant sphere is a really cheap magic item that you can use to deal massive damage to undead.
Bad. Bad. You know what? I need an adept under my control.
Come on up here, there. Here, make some room. Well.
Piss Anciano off too. Anciano, you're based off of wisdom, correct? Or intelligence?
I'm a wizard.
He's a wizard, Harry.
We are literally the symbol of the world. Wisdom is for those dumb divine spellcasters.
Just like a good kitty.
But they are wise.
Wise enough to get wisdom drain.
I mean, if
Cat butt.
I wouldn't, if we had the planner handbook, I would immediately join the atheist society that exists in the multiverse.
The Atheist Society.
Yeah, they basically believe that the gods are not really gods, but they're basically imposters that are just powerful and force people to worship them because of it.
Isn't that exactly the case? I mean, have you actually read the book? The books on the gods in D&D? I mean, some of them essentially were originally mortal, so.
Yeah, but the point is, I mean, no one can say there are no gods. That doesn't work because it's provably not true. The point is,
Sarah doesn't
if
believe in gods.
the You can't not believe that they exist. You can refuse to worship them. You can't refuse to believe they exist. That doesn't work. I can literally talk to them. But the idea is that the point they're debating is that divinity in and of itself is not a thing. That's basically the thing. Anyone can ascend to divinity, but the thing they are saying is basically divinity in and of itself is a lie. That's a really cool prestige glass.
Can you guys hear the purring?
I'm reading this and cool. Just
You
out of
would
curiosity,
dedicate?
I'm assuming this ring counts as artifact level magic items.
Yes.
Okay, I have a plan. Also, this joke will only work for Gris. Where's Mount Doom?
It does not exist as far as you know.
Damn. Okay. I return to the group. Group?
Yes.
I was just making sure people are here, especially Flames.
Flames, you here?
It appears to be
No, he
Cujo is AFK. Flames is muted at the moment.
Flames has to go take out his dogs.
Okay. Do we want to take a quick break then?
Sure.
Alright, I will go to the bathroom then while we're waiting, and if when I come back he's still not back, we can take a quick food break. Be right back.
I'm gonna go cuddle a dog.
I have returned.
You.
Everybody else gone?
I think so. I mean, I came back and everything was silent.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
So Flames is back too, huh?
Yeah, I just got back.
Yay! Yeah, I called it once because Antiano needed you to be present for the next scene. We had to wait till you get back, so I decided it was a perfect bathroom break time.
Alright, cool.
Sorry, Lyra, it's nighttime. I'm closing the window because there's people that looking up from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, such a purry cat. Yeah, your purrs are so loud. See if I can bend close enough for everybody else to hear her. Can you hear her?
Very faintly.
Yeah. Yeah, she purrs very loudly. Oh, yeah, there's a spot right there that you like being scratched at. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you even roll over and show your belly at this point. Yeah. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. What a cute cat. Sorry. I'm still in the, oh, I've got a cat face.
That's okay. I'm just messaging my sister on Marco Polo, so I'm muting myself over and over.
Okay. So the, okay.
Exactly. It's an app that lets you like video, like walkie-talkie people with video.
And now my mom wants to go see Hamilton again. Something wrong there? You got food? You got water? You got a hand to stroke you? No. Hey, this is just your flea collar. You need your flea collar on. Hey, no, it's not gonna hurt you. Don't run away from it, Lyra. There you go. I know, keep coming off. Cut a little too short. Have you guys been seeing the pictures I posted of my cat? No one else is here?
Where?
Oh, Twitter and Facebook. A little bit of something to Google.
I don't like Twitter or Facebook, so I don't
Google.
use them.
Do you use Google Plus?
Not really.
Okay, that's fine. Just put a picture out there in case. What? Keeps looking up at me like I'm gonna feed her some more, but she's got a full thing of food. I don't want her to become a meatloaf cat. You know, one of those cats that are so fat that they have a hard time moving around. So everyone else is now AFK. Isn't that just the way? Right, I found one more.
No, I'm here.
No, I'm meaning that when you were AFK, Sarah was and Antiana were here, and now that you guys are both back, Sarah and Antiana have gone missing. So I bought a little artificial table tree to decorate this year for Christmas. I've left it out, even though it's before Thanksgiving. I've left it out undecorated, just so the cat will get used to it and hopefully not knock it over when it has ornaments on it.
Get the cat some. There's like this spray at like the pet store or whatever. It's like catnip spray, and whatever you want the cat to like love and be on, spray that shit down. Like my cat loves that stuff. Like he's got a little house and he's got a little kitty tower, and we spray it, and he just like goes and rubs his face on it and wallers on it and sleeps there. I even started feeding him on top of the tower because he's like
Aw.
the king of the house. Like my cat loves that shit. Like, and that catnip spray, like, it's like, yeah, you get high, kitty, you love it.
She doesn't have a problem with her cat tree. I'm just trying to worry about keeping her away from the Christmas tree. It's a miniature table Christmas tree.
That's impossible. It's lit. The cat's gonna explore. There's
Yeah, I
no
know.
way you're gonna keep him. Like he's going to climb the tree. He's gonna climb to the very top of the tree, and he's gonna knock it down.
Yeah.
Or she and her. My bad.
That's okay.
It's just something you deal with when you have animals. Always expect the tree to fall.
Yep. Well,
we put a little nail into our wall and like a rope. We tied it around the middle of the tree and like looped it to the wall so that it was impossible to fall. And if it did, it would just lean and we'd pick it up.
I had a cat for 12 years. I was a kid. And she never once knocked over the Christmas tree. In fact, my mom's had a bigger track record of knocking over the Christmas tree than any cat I've ever had.
Nice.
My mom knocked over the Christmas tree at least once, maybe twice when she was a kid. And her mom never let her forget it, and then we would always tease her in Christmas time about her knocking over the Christmas tree when she was a kid. Yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be the first Christmas without her mom, since her mom died over the summer.
Yeah.
What a tip.
Okay, it's like we're just waiting for Anciano then.
Yeah, sorry, I had to get food off.
Food is good.
Like, I got myself a chili bean dip. Super good.
Mm.
Chris, do you know what chorizo is? Chris? Oh. Do you know what chorizo is?
You say chorizo?
Yes.
I believe it's kind of spicy sausage of some kind.
Yep.
Yeah, stuff I can't have, unfortunately, because of my allergies. But I know that it's supposed to be really good. I think I used to have it when I was younger before my allergies hit me, but...
Basically, I made a dip out of it with beans.
Mm.
And, like, you mix it together and it comes with, like, a chili dip.
Yeah.
So I'm just using corn tortilla chips or, yeah, to basically eat it like that.
I made something like that for dinner this week, but it was black beans, jalapenos, and cheese.
Mm.
And then I just ate it with the chips. I make excellent onion and garlic free chili. It took me a while to figure out a good recipe, to replace the flavors that the onion and or garlic would give it. But eventually I did stumble on the right ratios, the right recipe to make it taste like, an excellent chili without needing those two flavors.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, 'cause I loved chili when I was a kid, and I used to make it all. It was one of the things that I used to make all the time. In the early days of my cooking. Like it'd be chili and bacon and potato soup and
Nice.
mhm. And plowshare's pie. Well, we always called it shepherd's pie, but it was made with beef, so it's not technically shepherd's pie. I still remember the day that I learned how to make it with actual mashed potatoes instead of the evil box stuff. Because when I was a kid, I didn't have food allergies, and we also were all Dad and I were both learning to cook basically at the same time. But when we like make basic meals before that, and my mom would make basic meals too, but she was never really into cooking. But then my dad and I discovered we had both the talent and the love of cooking, so we started building up our recipes and building up our abilities.
Nice.
I mean, I remember him teaching me how to make meatballs, which his uncle, slash surrogate father, taught him to make. It's one of the interesting things. You know how in-laws usually, take sides when a divorce happens?
Yeah.
Well, in my dad's parents' case, basically everybody stuck with his mom. So his dad's parents, his dad's brother, both came out on the side of my dad's mom instead of their son, who basically they looked at as having run away from his family, started a family with some other person at the same time. Basically one of those fathers.
Mm.
And basically left the mother on welfare, raising 3 kids because welfare was the only way she could have health insurance for them, because the stupid government wouldn't let her work and have welfare, and have health insurance for her kids at the same time.
Yeah.
And that people complain all the time about people on welfare. It's like, if you just gave free health care to everybody, or at least to all the children, you wouldn't have so many people on welfare, because you'd have the people who would want to work but need help with their kids that don't have enough people around to help them with their kids. Or even though my grandmother, my dad's mother, had enough people around to help her out, she couldn't help them all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also stop having an economic policy out of the 50s. That would work.
Mhm. Well, this was in the 60s, so my dad was born in the 50s.
I mean the U.S. right now has an economic policy out of the 50s.
I know. All right.
I mean, you could also try to have a Gini index of less than 0.8.
I know, that's probably like on the bottom the bottom of the first world countries page, basically.
No, you're at the very top of the Gini index, because high is bad.
We're the worst. We're one of the worst countries in the first world.
I mean,
So why are you saying the U.S. when it's now considered the Donald Trump land?
yeah,
I don't want to live in Donald Trump land. I want to make sure I want to be wherever we're going to secede from Donald Trump land and rebuild true America with the immigration
But the Civil War proved you can't do that.
I know, but that's why we need the UN.
But Texas wants to secede every 2 weeks. If they're allowed to do that, why is no one else?
Because Texas is different. They have an actual embassy in France.
They also have
Texas
more
used to be
guns
its own
than
country.
anyone else.
Texas used to be its own country. It got acquired by the United States.
Actually, Texas used to be Mexico.
That's still.
It used to be part
it
of
used to be
Mexico.
Mexico.
That's
Then
like
it
we
became
don't want to be part of
then it became
Mexico.
Then it became its own country for like 7 years, and then it became part of the United States. Sorry. Okay, you guys all ready?
I don't know if
Yeah.
Saints is here.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay.
I'm playing 7 Days for Die. I'm about to hop off. I'll just wait on you guys.
All right. So, Inciana, you can go ahead and tell everybody now.
Give me a second to read this again to find my place. Okay. Tipo,
Yes.
we are gonna need to destroy that ring.
No. This is my ring.
Yes.
And back.
And your
Welcome
new
back.
little girlfriend wants to take this ring and your ring and a couple other rings to unlock dark powers that are ill-defined but really powerful.
Let's grab some
Okay,
Captain
that
Planet.
sounds awesome. Why would you want to take my ring? That'll help me destroy Ashrim.
It will also probably destroy a lot more.
No, it won't. I decide what I destroy, mister.
That assumes that the dark power is actually something you control and not just a demon you unleash on the world.
Sorry, go ahead.
Normally, if ancient arcane tomes tell you something unlocks dark power, it's a surefire sign that you should not only burn it, but burn the ashes again.
How do you burn ash?
It's called heat.
Stand by. Nobody
There.
can even do.
Oh.
What? Hello?
I'm kind of waiting on responses from the room.
Okay, yeah, I responded. I said you're not destroying my ring.
And I responded by him saying burning the ashes again. It's like, you can't do that to one unspeakably evil.
Did you?
I'm gonna need you to repeat all that again, because I stopped caring like halfway through.
Okay, for the attention impaired.
That
Ring, key to
was
unlocking
Alan.
unspeakable dark power. 7 of them. If all 7 are together, dark power unleashed.
Ooh, are they the colors of the rainbow?
No.
I'm
GM
still in
says
D&D,
no.
Sorry.
Oh. So you're
mean,
saying it doesn't summon
technically,
a unicorn?
All we would need to do is destroy one of them.
What? No, I want to get them all.
Yeah, that's
Oh
not gonna
yeah, like
happen.
we're gonna let you do that. Don't even trust you with that rat.
I'm gonna get them
Always
all whether you want me to get them all or
planning,
not.
You're 7. You don't get a choice. And you're definitely not someone anyone would trust with unspeakable dark power.
Wait, what kind
Now
of
go
power
to
is
your
it?
room and let the adults talk.
No. This is mine. I get to say so.
It is his ring, so he does get a say so. I'm sorry, but
Oh,
he's the one
you don't
who
need
picked
this.
it out.
You could also kill your new girlfriend and get hers.
No, I'm gonna do that.
If we kill her first,
Oh yeah?
if we kill her first, that ring is ours.
Well, I'm gonna go kill her now then. Fuck you guys.
Fuck you. We're gonna go kill her now. Let's
No.
go. Yeah,
Let him go. This solves all our problems. In an ideal world, they kill each other and we get both rings. Otherwise, we only have to kill one of them.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Go, Tipo, go. Fulfill your destiny.
You guys are idiots.
I can't believe you guys.
Can you guys
Not only
not?
do you want to take my ring, y'all are gonna be mean.
What? Why would I not be mean to you? What good thing have you done for me?
What bad thing have I done for you?
Everything.
Outside of wanting to unleash dark powers on the world,
Has he? No, he hasn't.
he wants to.
He literally just said he wants to.
He wants to do it for a reason.
Also, he seems to laugh at the pain of others. That's not a good sign. And also, he did screw up that one arrest for me by, I don't know. I think he used confusion or some shit on everyone.
I don't know what you're talking
Also,
about.
he is 7.
Wait, you didn't know about that.
And he let go of the wombat. So, what?
What are you
Somebody said something about it and I let it slide.
Did they?
Yeah. Somebody said, he cast a spell on you guys or whatever. Are you going to arrest him? And I said, if he caused that to happen, I would arrest him. So basically, I was just pretending I didn't know when they said that.
Yeah, I literally told him it was you.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you also lost our pet wombat. That wombat was like
That's the
family
most
to our
serious crime.
department.
Then why was it hiding from all you guys?
It was sleeping
Why did it run out the door as soon as it got a chance?
because it saw an unfamiliar person. And that reminds me, why is there a child in the police station? I wonder if they found her parents.
For no reason at all. Expanded Psionic Handbook. How powerful is a 9th level Scion?
Good question.
Also, Antiana, if you're so foolish enough to let people go running off to a person that also wants the rings, yeah, good point of using your brain, smart guy.
Psychokinesis doesn't allow you to shoot stuff into orbit.
Volatile mind power, 2 points. Oh, that's the Wilder. Never mind. Look at the wrong page.
No, I was hoping a psychokineticist could shoot stuff into orbit. Then take ring, orbit. Problem solved.
Why not just get somebody to use Mage's Disjunction on it?
Because it won't work.
Why not?
It's too powerful.
What? But Mage's Disjunction destroys everything.
Nope, Mordekaiser's Disjunction does not destroy artifact level items.
Yeah, it does. It's just you have a chance of losing all spellcasting abilities.
No, artifacts have the basic rule that they only get destroyed how the GM tells you they're getting destroyed.
See, am I high enough level to do this?
Okay, yeah, it says you can destroy artifacts. You just have to make a DC 25 will save, or permanently lose all spellcasting abilities. And there's a 95% chance you have just pissed off a powerful being, and they're going to try to kill you.
Not to mention, there's only 1% chance per caster level. Also, I'm not level 17.
Just believe in yourself, Anciano. I know you can do it. Do the impossible. Break the unbreakable.
I already
before you can deal with it.
Apparently there's no Mount Doom, so we have a problem.
Can I do that, Griff?
Oh, whoops, sorry. Can I curse the ring to make the bond to Tipo? No.
Damn.
It's an artifact.
I curse people's hand, though.
Please try spellcasting in my presence.
Be right back. 10 seconds.
Go! Please cast Curse, Sarah, please! I've been waiting on this for months. Please do! I get the feeling she won't.
You've been telling her to do something, and of course she's not going to do it.
Tipo, cast Magic Missile into the darkness.
Okay.
There is no darkness, we're in a lit room.
There's always a shadow, sir. There's always
You are
darkness.
the shadow, Cujo.
Yeah, there's places where the sun doesn't shine. So,
I mean, you have a desk, don't you?
So technically there's always darkness magic missiles can be shot up to.
What?
She's saying shooting magic missile up your ass.
I was trying to be funny and ironic about it.
Okay, so, yeah, Tipo's heavily against this idea of destroying his ring, or any rings.
Yeah, you see what the problem with playing a 7-year-old is?
No?
You
Not
were
yet.
7. When was the last time anyone on the planet has ever listened to a 7-year-old on matters of importance?
Never.
Wasn't there a king that was 7 years old once?
King
Yeah,
Tut?
a lot of them, and they never had any power.
They gasped.
They just thought they did.
Yeah, they always had a Lord Regent that had the actual power. Because, again, no one on the planet is going to trust a 7-year-old with anything more dangerous than a butter knife.
Oh no, is that butter knife safe?
Okay, in T-Po's case, a dull spoon.
Oh no, you can still scoop someone's eye out with the dull spoon.
Yeah, but it takes some time and he's 7, he doesn't have that much strength.
Nope. Like 8.
See?
You guys are really hating on Tipo right now.
I mean, realistically, I really don't get much say so.
The point is not even that I'm trying to say so. The point is, I know it's dark power. I know a vampire. I know a weird noble that was inviting us wants it. I know a 7-year-old that laughs at suffering wants it. And I know it's dark power. Why on earth would I allow dark power?
You shouldn't.
That's why I want to destroy that race.
But wait, you're lawful neutral, so you just have to find some good power to counteract it.
Or go with me on this journey. Instead of causing us a planar Cold War, I just destroy this ring.
Oh, but the Cold War was so much fun.
You realize in this Cold War we would be Vietnam, right?
Oh, shit. Wait, which side of Vietnam?
It doesn't matter, both sides got bombed to shit with napalm.
Well, why don't we just go gather all the rings and see what they do? That's a good idea.
No, that's not a good idea.
Why not?
That's like
How
the
does
worst
that book
idea.
know exactly what these rings do if they're like these super rare artifacts?
That is true.
There's a
You
book
know what?
about everything.
Your knowledge could be false.
Okay. How about this? We go find more information about these rings, and if it's dark power, we're gonna put them somewhere no one can ever reach them.
But I need that power to destroy Ashram.
Have you thought about not genociding an entire race with demonic magic, because it has in the history of ever never ended well?
Well, they also the race also did genocide a whole bunch of other races, so sounds like a fair trade.
Not really.
The point is, after you have used demonic magic to kill out of an entire people, it usually doesn't stop.
Oh, so you think that just because I destroy Ashram, I'm going to destroy everything?
I'm gonna assume that, as every time in historical record, you're gonna lose control.
Yeah.
And if he
Whatever.
could,
I'm not that bad.
and if he can prove to you that he could keep control,
Then you would be the first person in the history of ever.
then there's a goal.
Out of character. Sarah, why are you arguing on my side?
Because she's neutral evil and just wants to see the world burn? The more people you genocide, the more undead she gets, is my assumption.
Fair.
I mean, with any luck, the dark power you unleash is Orcus, and she gets all the zombies.
Fair. Well, I don't really know. It's whatever. I don't need these rings to destroy Ashram. I can do it on my own.
See, that's the spirit. Believe in yourself. Don't use some dark magical powers.
But you're not destroying my rings until I find them all.
No.
Tipo, I'm cutting you a deal. We are not putting all the 7 rings into one place and summoning unspeakable horrors. Instead, I'm gonna find a way to help you with Ashram. That won't cause an apocalypse.
I pull out my book from my backpack.
Also, you get 2 free cookies.
Grizz, I want to read that. I want to read some more of the book.
Okay.
Please don't read the demonic incantations out loud. Please don't read demonic incantations out loud. Please don't read demonic incantations out loud.
It's not in the not. It's not in demonic. It's in some sort of dragon tongue. The
Wait,
dragon
did you
wrote
say
it.
dragon? As in draconic?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, the language literally.
Yeah, literally all of us speak.
Yeah.
So Tebow took out his book, and even though Anciana researched the ring, he's going to read some of the passage of what his book says.
Yeah, it has says something to do with rings of power. Says something about reference to dark power again, and also something about a gate. The ring, the most of the book seems to be like somebody's journal and notes written together with some sort of information about locations around the world.
See, I was just feigning ignorance. I knew about this the whole time.
So what you're telling me is,
And I'm a lot smarter than you give me credit for.
after what you just told me, you're actually a lot dumber than I thought. It literally told you that the dark power will be unleashed through a gate.
Right. And I'm going to make a deal with whatever comes through it.
Why would they make a deal with you?
I mean, they get
Out
to
of
destroy stuff.
curiosity.
Demonic entities like doing that for free.
If you open up a gate and they're already here, why would they feel the need to make a deal with you?
I have a couple questions for you, oh wise one.
Okay.
Do you know that you're breaking the planar treaties by doing that and causing a new war?
No, not really.
Good, because you are.
I mean, if it's a war that people want, like, Ashram can fight it.
It's not a war for mortals, it's a war of literal gods and angels against devils and demons. And the end of it, everything around us will be a scarred, barren desert.
I'm okay with that.
I don't know if I'm okay with that.
God, of course you're okay with that.
Oh, brilliant child of genius. Do you know how many demonic pacts in the history of ever have worked out for the person that struck the deal?
Well, I wouldn't know. I haven't done it yet.
Approximately 3.5.
You're 3.5 off.
Oh shit, it was 7. Damn
No,
it.
it was 0.
That's not true. There's some Faustian tales about somebody actually outsmarting them.
The fiddler one?
For time, they always win in the end. You're talking...
Yes, I'm talking about a cell phone.
Sorry. I just keep singing along with it.
You're just gonna make herself some tea and just watch this conversation go on.
Is there any incantation in the book, Chris?
Sorry, incantation? No, it's mostly notes about the rings, where they might be located, what they might do, what this power might be, that will appear once the rings have been assembled together. And some rumors about what each of the rings might help with.
Okay, what does mine say? The ring that I have on.
The ring that you have, matching up the symbols, seems to deal with air and control. The same symbol is for both. There's a note about that. That's the language that it was written in. One symbol means both things. So it's air and control.
Well, like I said, I wouldn't know how many packs and stuff works. I don't know anybody that's ever made one.
It's because all of them are dead. And
But do they
everything
get what they want
wanted-
in the end?
No, not a single one of them.
I mean, as long as Ashram burns, I'm fine if I die.
The way those deals normally work is Ashram will burn, and through that fire, everyone in there will be turned into vastly powerful beings of evil that will kill you and then rule the world.
That sounds very stereotypical of you. You have a wild imagination.
No, that's how these deals normally work.
Well, whatever. I don't need a ring to make a pact with a demon. I can make one on my own.
Please don't. Question.
Like if you're going to get the house and
Respect
destroy Ashram.
consent laws?
I can't hear you.
Do demons respect age of consent laws?
Not.
No, they're demons, so no.
Because, a contract signed by a 7-year-old would be invalid.
Considering killing off Tipo with some kind of maniacal demon calling.
See, that's the way of getting rid of a character.
See, that's a good story.
And
But-
then cause the entire party to die through what you summoned.
Everybody said new game.
No, I'll just do what Kujo does. Nope the fuck.
Yeah. I have the ability to run and
Like,
hide.
literally, I'm sitting here, like, just visualizing this scenario of a brat 7-year-old child. It's like, I don't need a ring to call forth a demon, and then all of a sudden he starts chanting in Abyssal and starts calling forth any kind of demon from anywhere. And then, like, yeah, I'm picturing a scene in my head.
You get the predator demon.
And then all of a sudden some demon comes up, fucking takes Tipo's soul, and then starts trying to kill everybody.
Sounds like Old Man Herbert.
Sounds like a plan.
Are you getting tired of playing Tipo?
No, not really. I'm good with Tipo. I like him.
Really hacking out of character. No, Deepo's fun, and especially because of this lust for power, that gave me the idea to bring in the 7 rings.
Yeah. But you also told us they are dark power, and
You
we
should
have
have told them.
intelligence scores above 2.
This is the translation that you read.
Well, I just read it from my notes too. So.
Yeah. In the notes.
We have 2 sources that speak about unlocking dark power. So,
Even though it could be good power.
I mean, there is always the option that it's a Phantom Menace-like prophecy.
Go ahead.
Also,
Phantom Menace is actually remarkable from a storytelling standpoint that it's the only major story where the protagonists follow the ancient prophecy to the letter, and it doesn't turn out how they want it to turn out.
That's kind of typical of most prophecies.
No, usually if the protagonist follows the prophecy to the letter, everything ends great.
You never read old Greek myths? A lot of them, like the prophecy that was given to Oedipus Rex, or Oedipus Rex's real parents, for example. They were told that their child would kill the father and marry the mother, so they abandoned the newborn after damaging his feet. So another couple picks him up. Later, that same boy, as he's grown into a man, receives the same prophecy saying that he will kill his father and marry his mother. So, thinking in horror that he's going to do this to his beloved parents, he runs away, runs into this guy in the middle of the street, kills him, goes to rescues this city from torment, and ends up marrying the queen. thereby fulfilling the prophecy. Because he followed the prophecy, everything went wrong for him.
No, he didn't attempt to follow the prophecy. He attempted to avoid it.
Yeah, but no, my point was
Anyway.
is that because he listened to the prophecy. But the point is that if you listen to a prophecy, whether trying to avoid it or trying to fulfill it, nothing is going to go right for you.
Hey, Sarah,
Yes.
you want to go get some dinner?
Want to come along, Cooch?
I can't just have the cook make some dinner.
Yeah, but Kuja told me that there was this exotic bread shop that there was kids stealing
You're not
from,
going
and I wanted
there.
to go look there.
You're not going there.
Why can't I go look? I'm not going to steal anything. I can actually afford bread.
You're not old enough to go to exotic bread shops.
This
How
is
have
everything
to be to go to exotic bread shop?
Does this have anything to do with exotic butters?
People
Yes, they serve exotic butters there
old
too.
enough to grow hairs in multiple places where they're not growing hairs for you right now.
Well, I want to go at least take a look around town. I haven't seen much of it.
You see, in order to get into the bread shop, you have to be old enough to drive this fictitious vehicle that we made up.
What the hell? I can't move outside of the house.
Yep, you can't.
Yeah. Now you're trapped in the house.
No,
Now we
Okay.
have to eat here.
because we have dynamic lighting enabled tokens. I don't know why Sarah's and Kujo's aren't working properly. We can't move through dynamic lighting barriers.
Oh, yeah,
I'm a
stuck.
god compared to you.
Worship
I
me
can
as
face
though
through
I
walls.
were a god!
On the other side, if Chris activates dynamic lighting now, you can't see anything.
Oh,
I don't think you took blind fight, so you have a problem.
okay. Well, people walked out of the house.
Can you see anything?
No,
Oh,
I can
crap,
see
I'm
inside the
blind.
square.
Me and Tipo can see, Kujo can't. I'm assuming Sarah can't either.
Oh,
I
I
can
can.
see.
I was just seeing if that would work.
Bar. Okay. Then Kujo is the only weirdly broken token.
Grizz,
Yeah?
move me here
Alright.
with my
I-
rat.
Don't quite understand why we were actually using a random encounter map as player positioning tools, but okay.
Alright,
Well,
so
let's-
is Tipo going off by himself or is anybody following him?
I'm trying to follow him, but I got barriers.
Put him
Alright.
out of prison, DM.
Ah,
Chris, do me a favor. Go into page settings and remove the checkmark by restrict movement.
Alright.
Because it's
There it
normally something you do
Done.
to prevent accidentally moving over the barriers when you're playing with tokens and then seeing stuff you're not supposed to. But since we're not using this map for random encounters, but just for player things, it's easier.
Excuse me.
Yes, I am.
So is anyone else following after Tipo and Sarah?
I don't want to, but I feel like they're going to kill someone if I don't.
To be fair, you're not the most dutiful police officer of all time.
Can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
He's insulting your policing ability.
I said you're not the most dutiful police officer of all time.
Ah, good point. I'm just gonna stay here.
We might go to the exotic butters.
See
Exotic
back
bread
there.
shop.
There's a guard there's a police station there 24/7.
Well, we are gonna go there.
You know how many people try to get into the exotic bread shop?
So let's go
Roll-
there first.
Sarah
Exotic
and,
bread.
Sarah and Tipo, roll spot checks.
You know what I'm just imagining? I'm just imagining a 7-year-old running to the street asking everyone he meets, hey, where's the exotic bread shop?
Okay, Tipo, you guys have wandered into an alley that seems to be a pass-through to elsewhere, since it's a lot of winding streets. You see at one end of the alley a cloaked figure with a mask is now standing, seemingly watching you.
Sarah, he's looking at us.
Nah, it's not a good.
Can we help you?
The figure remains quiet, hands tucked away inside of its robes.
And back.
Um,
Keep lagging out today. I don't know
it's
why.
really rude to stare at people like that, you know? I mean, I'm 7 and I know that.
Roll a listen check.
Damn.
Tipo, you hear the sound of footfall behind you, the two of you.
Well, this is just great. Sarah, they're pincering us.
There are two more robed and masked figures coming up behind you.
I begin chanting a spell.
What spell are you chanting?
Elsteed, summoning a horse that I am going to instantly be on top of.
All right. Sarah, what are you going to do?
Start summoning.
All right. What is your skeleton going to do?
It's gonna block whatever's coming from right behind us.
All right.
And I'm gonna summon an Aleph.
A what?
An Aleph.
Can you write that? I think I'm not hearing you properly.
An I-L... What is it?
ALIP.
Okay.
Oh, Aleph. A-L-L-I-P. Okay.
Because of your spellcasting ability, the figures immediately stop what they're doing and attempt to disperse. They're not exactly trying to run; they're just kind of hurrying. What's your response?
I mean, if you're not going to say anything, but you're going to pincer us, I'm going to assume that you're trying to hurt us. And that's not going to go well for you. You've got to the count of 3 before I throw a fireball in your face, buddy.
All three of them are currently running away from your position. So.
Well, that's interesting. This place sucks, Sarah.
I think they're trying to rob us.
Probably. Probably shouldn't walk down questionable alleys.
Then again, we could also track them.
Well, I do want to throw a fireball. I haven't thrown one today.
Let's go find them.
Well, first I need to do something.
What do you want to do?
Could you? Well, let's get out of this alley first.
First, I need to find the exotic bread shop.
Yeah.
I have the distinct feeling tomorrow there won't be an exotic bread shop.
Tipo dismisses his horse. Just begins walking again. So could you wait here for me?
Roll gather information.
Guess information takes hours, so.
You have to roll 1d4 plus 1 to see how many hours it takes.
Yeah, well, basically that's the only way you're going to be able to find the exotic bread shop.
Oh my god, my rolls tonight are good.
Alright, now roll a 1d4.
Plus 1.
Don't forget the plus 1.
It'll take you 4 hours to know exactly where the bread shop is.
But it doesn't take me 4 hours to do what I planned on doing.
What are you planning on doing?
Sarah, could you, while you're looking for that, I'm going to be right back, okay?
Where are you gonna go?
I won't be long. He's going to run off from you.
I already found it within 2 hours.
She found her thing first.
Grizz, I'd like to dimension leap into the house that we went to go visit before.
To Ivan's house?
Uh-huh.
There appears to be a barrier in place around our house.
Okay, then
Prevents
just
you
the
from
front
getting
door is fine.
inside. So you're now standing at her front door.
I'm gonna knock on it.
The door is opened slightly by the butler who you met earlier.
I don't even
the
know
very
where this
salesman.
house is.
It's just a random house. Theater of the mind.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be like, can I speak to Ivan again?
The mistress is not in the mood to receive guests at the moment.
She's gonna want to hear what I have to say.
Best to come back tomorrow, young one.
I'll tell her she can forget about her stinking ring.
That being said, she could not be disturbed at this moment.
Why not?
I am not permitted to say.
She's feeding.
And it's warded from magical leaps?
Yes, it is.
It is? How ridiculously powerful is this woman? Tipo, you don't want to mess with someone that is able to cast 8th level magic.
Well, I just wanted to give her the ring. I'm rolling a bluff check.
Okay.
The man holds his hand out for the ring.
I'm not gonna give it to you. This thing's way too powerful for your hands.
Well, then you must come back tomorrow or to give it to her. She cannot be disturbed right now.
Well, and tell her she can forget all about it. He leaves.
Very good, sir. He closes the door.
That butler's probably gonna be dead. That lady wanted this ring really bad, and he just basically said, nope.
No, but she's patient. She's willing to wait for it. I mean, it's not like she did anything to Galen to get the ring. She was patient.
No, I was going to give it to her. To literally, I wasn't going to fight him. I wasn't going to fight her, Anciano. I was going to give it to her to hold and make a deal with her so that we could find the rings together. Since my own party is against me on this.
Well, and she's under the opinion that if you're that willing to do that, you'll wait till tomorrow to talk to her.
I don't know how I'm going to be able to get back over there without people knowing where I am.
Keep, I found the exotic butters.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Exotic breads, not butters, beds.
They had bread too. They had butter too.
Then there are a bunch of killer.
There's like a tiny shop next to it which sells the exotic butters.
If it sells exotic butters, there's a bunch of killer robots in there waiting to rip you apart.
Why do you think nobody goes there? They just go to the exotic bread place.
I'm obviously missing a very key joke here.
Sister location.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they couldn't be helped. It was exotic bread, so exotic butters have to be in the somewhere. Exotic butters equal killer robots.
I am curious to know why she can't be disturbed. I kind of want to sneak in.
Are you telling this to Sarah?
Yeah, I'd probably walk up to Sarah and be like, yeah, I went to go see Ivan.
Oh. How did that go?
I was going to give her the ring. Well, not give it to her, but let her hold it for a little bit. Oh, I don't even know if I'd do that. Well, yeah, I would, because if I don't, then Anciano's going to take it from me. I just know he is.
Oh.
Well, I was going to agree that, we could find the rings together and make some kind of deal. But for some reason, she couldn't be disturbed. Even I told the butler I was going to give her the ring, and he wouldn't even let me see her then. She must be doing something really sneaky.
She's not his aunt, Anciano. She's his cousin.
She's everything because of the inbred. I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
Yes,
people, tomorrow, I could probably do a distraction while you go sneak off.
Well, I don't know. Why couldn't she be disturbed now? Is something that important that why she can't be bothered right now?
Well, people, there's these certain times of the month where ladies have to deal with something. I don't care about that, Sarah.
It's something bigger than that. Like, the butler was going to take the ring to her. That's how important whatever's going on in there is right now. I
Could also
really,
been-
really want to investigate what's going on.
She could have also been feeding
On what?
on her victim.
I mean, yeah, there is plenty of lowborn scum around here to feed on. But I don't...
Maybe she likes to take her time, watch them suffer.
But I wouldn't care about that. Why couldn't I see her?
Because maybe she doesn't want to show you that and scar you.
It wouldn't scar me. I've seen worse.
Yeah, you have looked at Anciano.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just go back to the house. Well, did you find the bread? Did you buy any?
Yep,
You bought some bread? Let me have a piece.
I'm gonna give Deepa a whole loaf of bread.
Cujo, is that bread laced with drugs?
Probably.
Tipo, roll your fortitude if you eat any.
Oh, boy. Okay. Fortitude. Shazam. Oh, shit.
Tipo, you are literally tripping balls right now as you head back to Anciano's place.
Okay, I'm just gonna, like, Sarah, you feel Tipo, like, shaking. Like, really bad. Like, really bad, violent shakes.
Sarah's gonna pick you up and rush you all the way back to Anciano's place.
No, Sarah, you don't understand. We gotta go to see Ivan. Like, right now, she's doing something, I just know it. I'm gonna go blow her up. We need...
Sarah's just gonna pick him up. Come on, Deepa.
The colors!
Sarah, when did you get a different color dress? I don't know. Hey, Templeton, did you hear any secrets from
Anciano,
Tibble?
clearly there is something very wrong with Tipo as Sarah carts him back inside your house.
Put him down.
Did you guys go to the exotic bread store?
I just showed him where it's at. This young woman, this piece of bread.
I detect magic.
We need to go. Hey, Anciano, Ivan is doing something sneaky right now with that ring, and this is our chance to go kill her, because she doesn't want to be seen right now, and the butler, I tried to give him the ring, but yeah, and he was like, no, because she couldn't be seen, but I was going to, like, help her find the rings and stuff, and yeah. Come on, let's go to Ivan. Let's go
Chris,
kill her.
I still detect magic.
Detect magic
What?
on what?
On Tipo?
There is no there's no magic coming from him.
Well, there is a spot called Detect Drugs.
Holy cow, look at that fucking dragon over there. That's awesome.
Which type
Okay.
of bread did you give him?
Electus
I didn't give him any.
concentrate. Detect poison.
This lady brought him a whole
Yes,
loaf of
technically
bread.
he could be considered poisoned.
Okay.
I blast check that Cujo, so.
What are you... I'm about to ruin that for you, Sarah. What are you talking about? You gave me the best bread I've ever tasted.
I don't know what you're talking about, Tipo. That wasn't me. You're worrying me, Tipo.
What? Well, I don't know where
What
I
are you-
got this
what
from,
are you
but I'm
trying
gonna
to
eat
check
some
in,
more.
Sienna?
Because to determine the exact type of poison from a detect poison spell,
Alright, so
I need to make it. No. I need to make a DC 20 wisdom check, and I failed.
Okay. Well, what I was trying to say is you have no idea what kind of poison was used on him. He's just acting very strangely, and he appears to be hallucinating.
I don't even know what kind it is. I'm just kind of role-playing.
What did you do to him? He appears to be poisoned in some way.
I didn't do anything to him.
You see Tipo eating bread, Cujo.
No, I'm gonna take that fucking bread from him. I'm gonna throw it away, and I'm going to grab him by the shoulders and shake him while saying, Pikachu!
Pikachu?
What? I'm trying to think of the most random word I could possibly say to fuck with him. I mean, how often do you get to fuck with somebody who's high?
How often does 8-year-olds get high, or 7-year-olds get high? What the fuck?
I mean,
Too
the police
often.
force is...
You know, I honestly didn't catch on to that this was drugs that you guys were talking about until it actually happened. I'm going to be honest here. I thought we were talking about high-quality bread, and I wanted some. I'm just slow tonight, I guess.
So how does Tipo react to that?
I'm going to be like, stop shaking me!
I'm going to
Fucker.
shake him even harder.
And he's going to start kicking.
Whoa. Stop kicking.
He's like, watch out, there's a big thing behind you. Holy cow, it's huge. Hey, is that the demon that the ring is supposed to summon? Hey, can you help me destroy Ashram?
But don't you know? Ashram doesn't exist. It was all a dream.
That's it. That's it. Like, he's just blankly staring into space right now, pondering life.
Why are you fucking with the kid?
Because he fucking deserves it. I told him not to go to that shop.
Yes, but you didn't tell him why. You just told him not to. People don't respond to no. They respond to good explanations as to why not.
No makes them want to do it more.
Exactly.
Have you ever in your life met a child?
I don't think Cujo was ever a child. He was just a scrappy little orphan who was adopted by a gnome.
Children do not listen to reasonable explanations. Why?
No, children do not respond
Some of
to
them
no.
do.
I do not respond to no. You had to tell me why. You couldn't tell me no when I was a kid. You had to tell me why.
Yeah, I would always ask why. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
the
then they
point
tell
is-
me why, and then I'd be like, why again?
Yeah. And at some point, you're at the fundamental forces of the universe, and they still keep asking why.
Yep.
People is going to start, like, after breaking out of his trance, start violently hitting Cujo until he's like, give me back my bread! That's good!
No. Your mom said no. You can't have any more bread.
Mom? My mom's
Yeah.
here?
I'm gonna point out Sarah and say, "Well, don't you remember she's your mom, Anciano's your over there's your grandpa on your dad's side.
That's
That
not
skeleton-
my mom!
That skeleton
And
over there is
Tipo
a statue."
Tipo begins casting fireball at you, Cujo.
Tipo isn't casting fireball.
He's casting
I know.
fire.
I plan on you counterspelling that Anciano.
That skeleton over there is a statue, and I am not related to you whatsoever. I just kind of wandered into this house.
He's
What
your
happened?
he's your imaginary friend.
I was gonna burn you in fire, and then something happened.
Cujo,
Whoa.
Magic isn't real.
That
Cujo,
demon just...
Stupid.
Cujo, stop antagonizing him. How long do these types of drugs usually last?
It depends on how much you ingested. It'll probably wear off if you get a good night's sleep.
I don't know.
Probably.
That demon was able to stop my spell casting, so can you please help me destroy Ashram? What do you want? I'll give you my soul.
There's no demon and there's no ashram.
I will help you.
And there's
destroy
also no
Ashram
such thing
for
as a
you.
soul.
Anciano, you're gonna help me destroy Ashram?
I mean, you're high, you won't remember any of this tomorrow, so yeah.
Don't talk to your grandpa. He's crazy. I came here to escort him to the mental institution.
Yeah, he's Rick.
I'm
Yeah, I think
honestly
it's Anciano would make an excellent Rick. He needs to drink more.
Okay, Tibo's just gonna start crying now because he can't take all of this. He can't take it all in. He's so confused right now and frustrated.
I'm
These are
honestly
frustration
considering
tears.
shunting Tipo to the elemental plane, to the plane of shadow right now.
Sorry, what did you say?
I am honestly considering shunting Tipo into the plane of shadow.
Zeus is
Poor
going to
Tipo.
pick him up and take him to the room.
No, wait, I have a better idea. Listen here.
Huh?
I rope check. put him in a rope trick because he can't do any harm in there.
All she got.
It's the equivalent of the mirror dimension in Stephen Strange.
No,
Or Doctor
it's
Strange, sorry.
just a pleasant room where he can sleep. That's all rope trick is.
I'm gonna be talking to some demons in that room.
It's
Have fun,
okay,
there are none.
people. All you gotta do is just go to sleep. You're very sick. I'm a doctor who came here to help you.
No, you're a man who likes arresting children, you perv.
I don't know what you're talking about, Tipo.
Chris, I'm
Yes?
assuming I would like to go grab my backpack.
Okay.
Where are you going, Anciano? Your grandson David needs you.
What are you doing, Anciano? This is like the perfect opportunity to literally take the ring from me.
Yeah. Chris,
I'm listening.
get a glass of water.
Okay.
Pour a certain flask out of my backpack in it.
Okay.
And hand it to Tipo. Here, drink. It will make you feel better.
This is not my tea. Why would I drink this?
It is your tea.
Because then your magic will work again.
People like chug
Your
it.
rack was crazy. No.
Alright, let's test this out. He starts channeling Fireball at Cujo again.
Super magic.
You
I mean,
lied to me!
I could also just mass resist energy, but then I would have to buy new furniture.
Oh my God, Tipo, he just gave you some drugs that you weren't supposed to take. Crap, now I have to find something to give you. Now, what's my inventory I can fuck with them with?
You gave me a drug, Anciano? You're
Give
not
me
gonna help me
42
with
taste,
Ashram?
please.
Okay, one sec.
What did you give him?
Ooh, I'm gonna give him.
Tagiet. It's just a sleeping poison.
There it is.
Doesn't he have to make a fortitude save against it?
Yeah,
Yep,
I
and that's
failed.
what
Pretty
he
sure
rolled.
you failed.
And he rolled an 11, so that would be good.
So, you're not gonna help me with...
Oh,
There, that should keep him quiet until the drugs wear off.
no, but I was having fun.
Yeah. And in a couple more of your funds, I would have had to buy new furniture, and you would have to get a new face.
Or a new body?
He'd probably be dead and a little smoking cinder.
No, I
I think
believe
we all
in
would, to be
myself.
honest, because he's so close to me that the fireball would literally hit all of us.
I mean,
Okay.
theoretically,
I didn't plan on that.
I could have redirected his fireball to hit him instead, but that would just still hit everyone.
Yep. Those fireballs ain't nothing to play with.
Upside, while I looked through my spells, I found out I have 3 more pages in my spell book than I thought I had. Because the spell wasn't there twice.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm asleep in your floor.
They're just going to pick you up and take you to the room.
No, that is a bad idea. I still have an active rope trick.
He's going to take him to the rep chick.
We take everything magical from him to, prevent making black holes, including the ring, put it all in a chest, put him in the rope trick, let him sleep.
But isn't in the rope trick there's chest in there?
No, there is not a chest in the rope trick because I don't act as an extra-dimensional space, and as a rope trick, we are making a black hole.
No, isn't there these some kind of chests that...
It goes
Only a
below
difference.
and invisible below the rope trick. That was in the previous game.
Yeah, I have a candy haversack and some
Yeah,
other stuff.
I have detect magic. I take everything magic from you, including the ring, put it in a chest, lock the chest, and let you be in the rope trick. Because that
Okay.
way, you're in a rope trick asleep, meaning even if somehow in your sleep you cast spells, you won't blow up my house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good luck at touching him because I'm gonna be putting everything in testing.
And ultimately, that's all that Anciano cares about. He doesn't care about you. He just cares about his house.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just the safest thing to do. He is.
I'm gonna have the key
Keep what?
for all your stuff.
Oh, okay.
Here, have it. I can lock. Now we need both of us to open it. Then I'm gonna write Oil of Tagit on my to-buy sheet so that whoever goes shopping tomorrow brings me new stuff, and then I go to sleep.
So everyone's going to sleep?
I have no choice.
All
I
right.
guess so.
Another day gets marked off.
I just spent 90 gold on you, Tipo.
T-Po's worth it.
Aren't you broke?
No.
I don't know. I was just mixing drugs. One drug from the bread, one drug from the poison, one drug from the tea. That's all right. There's no harmful negative side effects to this. We're gonna see in the morning.
Maybe it'll fast age T-Po until he's now 13.
I mean, you have a little permanent brain damage, but what is life without a little permanent brain damage, really?
Mhm. I kind of want to roll. Like you should do a roll to see if there was any harmful side effects to all that.
1d10. 1d10.
I mean, no. All of Tagit is just...
You're perfectly fine. Nothing has happened to you.
Sweet. If I nat 1, I request 1 permanent int damage.
I mean, I always have a couple doses of Oil of Tagit with me in case of exactly the stuff like this happening.
I'm getting sleepy too.
The next night.
So it's the next day now. T-Po awakes in the rope trick, or the rope trick vanishes, waking T-Po up. Cujo, do you stay overnight in the house, or are you returning back in the morning?
Well, I mean, I don't think I'm a bum, so I'm gonna go back to my guy's apartment.
Alrighty.
Haha, joke's on you. You were a secret bum all along.
No, you're not a bum. You have a place to live. That's not a shoebox either.
No. Obviously it's not a shoebox. He doesn't fit
Okay,
in one.
so I wake up and I probably have some type of headache.
Roll your fortitude.
Oh.
Fort save.
I mean, you're lucky
No,
the Gris isn't using...
you wake up a little sleepy, but your head's fine.
You're lucky Gris isn't using the addiction rules from Book of Fire Darkness.
Where's my bread at, Cujo?
Otherwise, you're getting the shakes right about now.
Sarah, you're now awake. What do you do?
Wow, I had the craziest dream last night. Still a little sleepy.
You're also in a strange place with a rope next to you.
Oh, how did I get here? And where's all my stuff? What the heck? Where's my ring?
Who are you asking?
Anybody? Hello?
You're
Oh,
literally
it's in a
alone.
chest.
Where is it? Did Anciano steal it from me?
No, it's in a chest, but we need him to help me unlock it.
Well, Anciano. I'm not going to yell, but he's yelling for you.
Which is nice and all, but your sound doesn't travel out of a rope trick, so have fun.
I'm not in the rope trick. It vanished.
Oh, the rope trick lasts 16 hours.
Okay, well then I climbed out of the rope trick.
Chris, am I
Go ahead.
awake? Do I let me good old...
Hold on. Anthony, you lagged, and you're gonna
Yeah,
have to
I
repeat.
can't hear anything.
Do I hear... Oh...
Antiano,
You're still lagging
disconnect,
horribly.
disconnect. You're lagging.
Better?
Much better.
Much better. I can hear you now. Yay.
I said, do I hear him in my basement bedroom?
People is definitely
wouldn't.
yelling for him.
No, you would not.
It's in time to take a nice relaxing bath.
Well, then I'm gonna go start looking for Anciano in his house.
I mean, you know where my bedroom is.
Okay, opening your door.
I mean, that thing is locked.
Then I'm dimension leaping through the door. This is the best spell in the game, I'm telling you.
Okay. While Tipo tries to dimension leap through my door, he gets trapped in the astral plane for a round, so I have time to get out of the bathroom and put a towel on. And then he appears.
That was really cool. Whoa! I've never been there before. Can I? If I do that again, will I go back?
Yes. Also, did no one ever teach you that it's rude to teleport into a man's bedroom?
I need my ring. Sarah told me you took my ring.
It's in a chest in the living room because you were hallucinating of drugs you took because you're an idiot.
I didn't take any drugs. I only... Where's my bread?
The bread is drugs, you moronic child.
What? That was like the best bread I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, and then you tried to make a deal with Cujo because you thought he was a demon and tried to blow my living room up 3 times.
You're so full of shit. People's gonna try to open your door and leave. Laughing.
You still can't open my door.
The door.
What the heck?
It's
This
arcane
door is
locked.
stupid.
It's arcane locked. What did you
Well,
expect?
about to go to the whatever I went to before.
Zip, wait 1 round, chip, you appear. Have fun.
That's really cool. I want to go to that plane. And I want to stay there for a little bit. That was just awesome.
Anticipate teleportation is a red spell.
Okay.
So, what's Sarah doing while all this is going on?
Just probably fixing up my skeleton.
Okay.
Polishing its bones.
And
So-
Cujo? Cujo,
What?
are you at the police station? Are you hanging out at your apartment, or are you heading into back to Antiana's house?
Let me think. Well, my paper... wait. How long did they get that guy to do my paperwork for?
He only needed yesterday to finish your paperwork.
Damn it. Okay, I have to go back and do more paperwork then.
You're gonna find a way to trick Bob into doing all your paperwork for you.
What?
You know, get Sarah to convince Bob to do all your paperwork for you.
But why would I ask a favor of Sarah?
Because Sarah can convince Bob to do all your paperwork, and you never have to do your paperwork again.
So?
So Anciano, I'm gonna turn around and look at you and talk to you and say, oh, so I went back to, wait, it's coming back to me. Oh, I told you about that yesterday, last night. Yeah.
So, I was gonna... Well, since I told you already, it's not really a secret anymore. I was gonna talk to Ivan about helping her find these rings. Oh, he was AFK. Summary of what I said. I basically acknowledged that I told you last night, so it's not a secret, and I told you that I was going to talk to Ivan about finding the rest of the rings.
Why would you do that?
Well, I don't know. I just don't want it to get destroyed. I feel like this is my only chance to beat up the bad people.
No, it's not. Have you ever heard of this concept called armies?
Well, yeah, but no armies that ever stood up to Ashram ever lasted very long.
Just because armies were incompetent doesn't mean they aren't good. To be fair, who do want what's in Ashram?
I don't know. There's a lot of Black Lotus there.
Yay, it's a backwater inbred hillbilly country full of tea.
Yeah, but do you know how much money that stuff is?
Not much.
Actually, it's actually costs a lot.
Not
Black
in the
Lotus
grand
leaves
scheme
are
of-
very expensive.
Yeah, but not in the grand scheme of things. It's not enough money
Anno's
to...
rich.
No,
So
In
you might not
comparison to
care.
Anciano, yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, it's not enough to justify a colonial expansion into an area.
Maybe if you're an assassin guild.
Well, you already destroyed the Assassin Guild there, so, or at least the one that you found.
We did?
Yes, you were. Oh, that's right. You not hear that, Dag?
Uh-uh.
Okay, well, they tracked Yuki down to the Assassin Guild and destroyed it.
Pro tip, those guys aren't competent.
Okay. Alright, so, yeah. Yeah.
Also, why do you think a vampire would help you?
Well, I wanted to tell you guys last night that whatever she was doing, that was our opportunity to strike if we wanted to kill her. She was doing something. She wouldn't let me come, like, that butler would not let me in there. I even told her I was going to give her the ring, or I told him anyway, and he was like, hand it here. Like, he wouldn't let me see her. And you'd think something that important, like, she'd jump on it, you know? So she's doing something real sneaky.
Or, being that she's a vampire, she's eating people in her basement.
Well, I mean, why would I care about that?
Chris,
Go ahead.
I'm assuming there's a local church of Paylor, right?
Yeah, there should be. Unless, Cujo, would there be a reason why the Church of Palor would have been defeated in this city?
What?
Well, considering that Ravenwood is your home base, is there any reason why a Church of Palor would not exist in your city?
Because they don't like the fact that you're allowed to have undead here.
That is a good point. The undead skeletons, for example, were not run out of town the way they have been in several other areas. I'm
This
not
is
sure
a
how
pretty
much.
neutral town.
Yeah, in terms of undead, I think this area is neutral. I'm not sure that there's much of a support for Church of Palor here.
I mean, the Church of Paylor is also Church of Healing.
That's good.
Okay, yeah, that is true. Palor is the main.
Just because they disagree with how the town is run doesn't mean they wouldn't stick around for their followers.
Yeah.
The Church of Paylor is literally the most worshipped god in D&D.
Oh, yeah. He's probably everywhere.
It's like Christianity in the Bible Belt.
You're not in the Bible Belt here, though.
I live in the
They
Bible
actually
Belt.
do some good.
Yeah.
unlike Christianity in the Bible Belt.
Right? I mean, they do some good here. Like some of the Presbyterian churches are awesome. Like they have like every week they'll have like this awesome dinner, and then like homeless people and stuff will come in and like they'll feed them, and like they don't usually you have to
And
contribute.
they're not going to shut the doors and burn them alive, are they? That's what
No,
Bud
not that
Peppers
I-
did.
Yeah, no, not at all.
They're not the Catholic Church. They're not that.
Yeah, that was just this one Presbyterian church that I really, really, really liked for that reason. Like everybody else would like we'd pay $5 or bring a dish or something like that, but
Oh,
like
look.
homeless people would just come in. They were like, "Yeah, come on in."
Well, that's a good church.
Anyway, I'm assuming it's not public knowledge that that lady is a vampire, right?
Probably
You
not.
know what? Actually, yeah, it's definitely not, because the only thing the police knew about her was that she was 13.
Yeah, it didn't really go into race identification. It's possible that they're not allowed to profile based on race.
It's also possible that she has people higher up than Cujo.
It's also possible that she doesn't want to know people she's a vampire because people usually kill vampires.
What? That's stupid. People don't kill vampires. Vampires kill people.
Yeah,
People murder
and that is
vampires
why
all the
people
time.
find out they are vampires, they usually kill them. Chris,
Yes?
I would like to arrange for a meeting with the local high priest of Paylor.
All right. Sarah, will you be objecting to this?
With what?
He's discussing all because he learned this one girl that he never talked to is a vampire. He wants to talk to the Church of Paylor. Oh, look, yay, Blackover's here!
Hi.
Why are we bringing religion into the situation?
Because it's necessary, Sarah. She was being sneaky, and she's got the other ring.
But I know, but shouldn't we consider her as family people, because she also did meet Galen?
Yeah, just
So-
because Galen is associated with her doesn't make her family. That lowborn scum.
On the one hand, we have a vampire trying to attain dark power. On the other hand, there is a church that has legions of paladins.
You don't know what he's... hey, Infiana. First off, you're making a potential assumption here of why she wants the rings. She never stated that she wants the rings for that purpose.
Can't be anything good, though.
Yeah, it's a vampire.
And you never heard her side of the story.
Yeah, I also never listened to the side of the stories that liches tell me. There's a reason.
And yet you have one in your house.
Even Grandpa Lich?
I also tend not to listen to the side of the stories that demons and devils tell me. Or red dragons, for that
Okay,
matter.
Yuki. So Etiano is a huge racist. He's worse than the Asimar.
He's worse than
He's
Trump.
not worse than the Asimar.
All those things are literal personifications of evil. Their very existence
No.
contemplated
Trump is the
evil.
personification of evil. His cabinet are the personifications of evil. A 13-year-old girl vampire who was sitting in sunlight is not the personification of evil.
Vampires are the personification of evil.
Not in Chris's world.
They're still pretty much negative energy personified, which is antithesis to life.
Actually, no, there's actually a counteract to that theory, because there's also living undead.
Yay!
That's not normal vampires. And also, she's probably not a normal vampire, considering the fact that she was in sunlight or whatever. But then, if she goes into
Probably
sunlight, why is she
pointless.
still pale?
More importantly, because she doesn't have a melatonin production.
Does she sparkle? Sparkle?
No sparkly vampires.
So,
But she had, like, black hair, so she can't be albino.
I make out the
Again,
church as being
no
less.
melatonin production because she's dead.
But then, why would her hair and eyes have color then?
Because both of those have...
Okay, what does it matter? Whatever we're gonna do, let's go do it.
I want to get the Church of Palor.
Wait, I'm not even there. Why am I talking?
Beautiful. You know what, Chris? I would like to make a knowledge check.
All right. What knowledge would you like to
Knowledge
check on?
religion.
All right. Which religion are you checking on?
I want to know if a 31 is enough for me to know about the Shadow God of Palor.
The Shadow God?
Yeah. It's a SWAT team of Palor.
That's awesome.
Can you write that down? I think I'm mishearing you.
I think he said Shadow God.
Shadow Guard.
Guard, okay.
Shadow Guard. All right. Where would I find the
Yeah.
information? Where would I find information on Shadow Guard?
Complete champion or complete divine? Let me look.
I don't have either. You have to post the link so I can see what it is.
I will as soon as I find them.
Is it like a group of level 20 whatever?
No. It's a secret organization of the Churches of Palor and Teronius that exist to covertly uncover evil and take it out.
Sounds like that would be like the biggest enemy of like every vampire in Chris's campaign.
75 for the page. I linked
I
it.
said you have to post the link. I don't have a copy of what you're talking about.
I put
It's
a
in
link in
Discord.
this.
Oh, link in Discord.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I was
page
looking at
75.
Linkard. Sorry.
The Shadow God is one of my favorite things because it's so cool.
Damn it! I can't get it to look on a different page, so it's now ruining my my Twitch. What
Yeah,
page did you say again?
I'm having to wait for it to load too. Oh, there it goes. 75.
Page? Okay, 75.
Also, I just realized I invited both of you through my Dropbox. You could have just opened it.
So, hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there's actually a DC for the lore.
There is?
Yeah. A 30 gets you level of success, can learn important details about specific Shadow Strikers in your campaign.
31.
So yeah, you can basically find, according to this thing, you can basically find out anything you want to.
I love the Shadow God so much.
They have Shadow Spies too.
Yeah, the Shadow Spies. The Shadow Spies are basically the...
Are they rogues who are good?
What?
Are they like good rogues?
Yeah, Shadow Spies are basically the intelligence arm of the Shadow Guard, and when they find something, they get a shell of Shadow Strikers to SWAT team that entire building.
Ooh, I want to be a Shadow Spy in a campaign.
Basically, this would not be a good idea, as they would immediately go after Sarah as well, and probably Tipo.
I'm not undead.
No, but you're associated with Sarah, so.
Ooh.
Basically, if Antiana wants to call them in, we're gonna have to separate the group of you because Sarah and Tipo would immediately become enemies of Antiana.
What I would want to do is find information about a Shadow Guard cell and give them an anonymous tip. That was my plan.
The way I'm reading this, in terms of GM interpretation, is that such things would then scour the entire city, which would include Sarah, and go after all of that.
I mean, They can only scour the entire city if the local government allows them to.
The local government is very corrupt, and apparently Avon has some influence on it. Therefore, if that's the case, then they wouldn't be able to operate in here at all, if she doesn't want them to.
Well, they can still raid a building. I mean they can't scour a town. There's a difference.
Kinda cool.
I just want to give them anonymous tips that there's a vampire here.
But like I said, if they come into town, they're also going to discover Sarah and go after her as well. So that's basically up to you at this point. If you want to suddenly have to worry about shadow guards coming after you guys as well, then you
How
can
are
go
they
ahead
going
and do
to?
this.
How are they going to come after us? Like, how do they know about us?
Because they're going to they're going to search things out, and I'm warning you as GM that if you decide you're going to use them to try to take out Ivan, they're also going to start tracking down Sarah because she's a lich. Well, she's going to be a lich. She's got lichy darkness in her, and they'll be wanting to get to
What
cleanse that
we're
too.
trying to figure out is, how would they even know about Sarah? She's in my house.
And she just got to town.
They'll have ways. For one thing, they'll be able to read anything that Ivan's written down. They'll know about Sarah from that.
Now's the problem with in-character knowledge. I don't know that she has written anything down. So, role-playing my character, I would like to tip off the Shadow God.
Alright, so you're in your house. Are you saying these plans out loud?
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Okay, then Sarah, it's up to you. You'll be able to hear him talk about this.
Well, she's talking to her. And us. Talking to all of us, right?
Yeah.
Alright, then Sarah, it will be up to you.
What, for them to talk to the Shadow Guard?
That you hear about the Shadow Guard, and you'll know that they'll want to kill you, too, if they show up in town.
Nah. No, thank you.
How are they
not?
How are they gonna find you, Sarah? Like, we just showed up in town.
Well, I did have, what, follow you around to protect you.
There's a skeleton. There's a bunch of those in this town.
We destroy your skeleton, move you to another building.
How about no? We're not destroying it.
Why not?
Because I'm not going to bend to every type of will that you want.
Okay, so if we call in the Shadow God, you just want them to find you?
How about you not contact them at all?
Then how are we gonna take out the vampire?
Who, by the way, she does have some incredible wards up on her place. Like, I tried to shadow step in there and something blocked me.
Good, that was pretty much my plan, yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to dimension leap in there, Anciano. I tried.
If she can ward against teleportation, then we are definitely out of our depths here. It would also mean that she could probably come to this house and raise it to the ground.
Maybe we need to leave town.
I'm still wondering why you guys want to make enemies.
Enemy?
Enemies? Anonymous tip to the Shadow God. Let them kill anything. Leave town for a couple weeks until they're done.
If
I'm
they-
not going to let you contact the Shadow Guard because it's going to put me and Hippo at risk.
Oh, we
That's
can
why
leave
we're leaving
beforehand,
town.
Sarah.
The point is,
Hippo, do you want to honestly risk your life?
Why would my life be at risk? My life's already at risk. You know, Astron's trying to kill us.
also, speaking of which, if the Church of Palor owes us a favor, we could help mobilize that against Ashram.
Ooh.
Good luck at making that work, because
I mean, out of character, the Church of Balor can pretty much stamp its feet and get paladins.
Sarah, you know that I don't care for Balor or religion. Like, I'm just saying, like, you know, having a little army at our benefit might not be a bad idea.
But it's also a risky idea.
Yeah, a lot of things are though. But at least this way, that lady won't have. Wait, no, Antiana, we can't call her in there. They'll take the ring.
Yes, and then the ring is in a lock and key in one of the most powerful organizations on the planet.
Yeah, nope, not for this idea anymore.
I thought we agreed we don't need the ring.
Oh yeah. I just can't. No, it's in my head. I don't know why I keep thinking about it.
Now we need Professor X to put in mental blocks. I'll be right back, I need to pee.
No, Tipo, it does not.
Okay.
Back. I'm assuming we are having a general pee break right now.
Apparently.
No. I'm still here.
Well, it's you two in Black River.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Flames, you don't count. You're probably casseted.
Fair.
Just so you can play more WoW.
You don't need a catheter for that, just a diaper.
I'm
No.
not gonna use either.
A diaper you need to change. A catheter you can just run to your toilet.
Why the heck would I do either of those when I could just pee in a bottle?
Because again, the bottles you need to empty at some point.
You need to empty a catheter bag at some point too, so.
No. What you do is
And that doesn't involve me putting anything in my pee-pee.
you catheter yourself.
No, hell no. I ain't putting nothing down there. I'm not into sounding. Sorry, buddy.
Let me explain McRory's plan while you're waiting. Put a computer-controlled electronic pump that pumps it back empty into your front yard
That's right.
when it's full.
Yes, but then where does he go number 2?
You know, there was actually an episode of this on like
Pneumatic
1,000 Ways
tube
to
into
Die.
his neighbor's backyard.
Yeah, there was like an episode of this on 1,000 Ways to Die where this guy was basically sitting on this toilet, like this had this whole system where he never had to stand up. So he was like playing this game for like a week straight. Like,
Wow, that would be deadly.
Did nothing. Yeah, and then when he finally beat it, he like stood up and was like, "Yeah!" and some blood clot like shot up to his heart and killed him.
Yep, exactly. That's what you have to get at periodically, regardless of what you're doing.
That is why you should get heparin injections before long flights.
Aw, cat's on my lap now. Yay!
The downside is heparin injections, in my case, hurt like hell.
How come?
Biology.
Why do those injections in particular hurt like hell for you and not other people?
As I said, biology.
What about it though?
It isn't like an allergic reaction. It just hurts really. It's just a really uncomfortable pain for like half an hour.
Yeah,
Like a tetanus shot.
tetanus shots hurt me too.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that because I have to get tetanus shots sometime soon. I'm due for a booster. Also,
So
apparently
it's
my mom was looking at these weird skin things. I thought it was just dry skin lately, and says that it might be psoriasis, so I have to go to the doctor to look at that too.
It's
Sorry,
probably
gun.
just a quirk of my stomach muscles.
Mm.
Because you need to inject it in the general stomach area, in the muscles.
Ouch! Never had an injection there. I've had an injection bending over, but I've never had an injection in the stomach.
You put it there because you need to put it in a large muscle, and it's way easier to reach that thing,
No,
reach your stomach yourself. Also, it's way easier to get your stomach naked in public than your butt.
Depends how much country you're in, but yeah.
I always got a
No.
shot in my butt.
I'm pretty sure there's a universal thing that it's definitely more illegal to show your naked butt than your stomach.
In the United States, those injections go in the butt.
Mhm. Always.
You have to bend over and drop your pants for them.
Yeah, if a doctor sets it to you, yes. The point is, but what you're doing with a heparin injection before a long flight is you set it yourself into your stomach.
Mm.
Well, in here,
Directly
they force you to have a
before-
doctor. In here, unless you're a registered nurse, they force a doctor or a nurse to do that for you. You're not supposed to do it yourself.
Yes, you are. The same way you're allowed to give yourself the insulin shots.
Oh, that's good. Forgot about the insulin shots.
The point is, you can just go and buy heparin because you exactly for this case, so you can set yourself an injection before you go on a 10-hour flight, so you don't die of a blood clot.
So is everyone back now?
Yeah.
Cujo isn't, I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can have Yuki
So-
show up at the house if you like.
Yuki was at the house the entire time.
Really? Then Yuki's probably been sleeping, meditating, or something for this entire time, and can just wander out in the middle of
Remember
conversation.
how the city guard doesn't like Yuki, and that's why I put her up in my house outside of town?
Good point. So do you want to just do that, Yuki? Show up in the middle of this conversation?
Randomly show
Yeah,
up
since-
as they
since-
wonder
since
how
you've
the
been-
hell I got out, since I was
since-
never actually released.
Yes, you were.
Oh, you missed that
I
part.
remember.
You missed that part until the end of the last session.
Yeah.
You were basically released into their
I
custody.
never got to do anything in the last session
Yeah.
besides being talked to.
Yes, and then we struck a deal with you that you contacted the asshole kid to we set up a sting operation, we arrested the asshole kid, and then you got free.
Oh, right. There was that part.
Yeah.
That was the end of last session. Then I put you up in my house.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can pretty much stop whatever meditation you've been doing for the past day, and wander into this conversation because it's like basically been more than a day. It's been like 2 days now since you were released, something like that.
Actually, pretty much exactly 1 day.
Mhm.
See, I assume Yuki is for calling in this holy CAA.
I'm sorry, I was part of the AAA Alliance.
I mean, you wouldn't be part of the holy CAA anyway. You're not good enough. Like
I
alignment.
think I'm
wise.
about I'm getting ready to hop off here. Like I'm getting tired.
Okay. We
But
can,
I'm gonna wait a little longer. Like see how this works out because I'm
Okay.
curious.
There's Cujo.
So
We're
Yuki,
waiting on you.
what's your plan here?
Well, since I finished my meditation, I'm going to get up and find Tram.
Living room. We are currently loudly
Yelling.
discussing calling in the Shadow God
Yes,
of Pain.
basically you're coming upon this conversation about calling for these things called shadow guards of Palor, and apparently something is happening. And the other two, the kid that I don't think you've met yet, I forgot if you met the kid or not, and Sarah are both against, or at least Sarah is against calling them. And they're all being very vocal.
Then again, Sarah is just against fun.
Yeah, Sarah doesn't want a challenge. Anything that could potentially kill her characters, no.
I mean, technically, I want to call in the Shadow Guard so I don't have to deal with a 15th level vampire mage.
She has to be
Wizard.
at least 15th level.
I mean, Grizz could always
That's a
try and
good
let
guess,
me bring in.
too.
I mean, Grizz could always try
Is
and
she
let me bring
15?
in the Warlock.
Yeah, that's a good. It's a very good guess. You actually nailed it.
I knew she is 15th level simply because she cast Dimensional. What's the spell? Not Dimensional Anchor, the other dimensional spell, and that's an 8th level spell.
Or that's an assumption that she cast it herself and doesn't have like another wizard working for her or something like that. But
Okay,
Fair.
alternatively, she has a 15th level wizard working for her, which is even worse.
but anyway, go ahead.
Well, since I still don't know what the storyline is anymore.
I mean,
Okay.
you can just come in character and ask.
No, that's what I'm gonna do.
Works out perfectly.
So, as I start hearing some arguing going on, waking me up, I'm going to step in and ask, why's all the commotion?
Oh, nothing much. He's just talking about summoning some guards of Palor or something like that, but we're telling him no because it's going to make me lose my ring.
Guards of Palor.
See, while you were sleeping yesterday, a woman summoned everyone that was involved in arresting the kid. You know, that asshole kid you helped us arrest. And apparently, as it turns out, she's a vampire that has a ring that is linked to unlocking immense dark powers. So
Yeah, look. And she's got the other one to my set.
There's 7 of them. And
Okay, well, that's still one more to my set.
also, apparently, the 7-year-old wants us to let him control dark powers and refuses to see that it's a bad idea. And I would like to anonymously to secretly tip off the Shadow Guard of Palor so they deal with this vampire.
Has Anciano once called me Tifo in the past 3 hours, or has it always been the 7-year-old?
The 7-year-old.
I don't think he's ever called you by name.
Nope, pointedly not so.
Well,
A name would mean he respects me. Jeez.
That's exactly the point.
This is how he asserts his
I
power
mean,
over
he's
you.
German. He calls his children it.
is that true?
No.
Damn. Okay. I
He
can't
doesn't
roll
even
for
have
that.
children.
He has a dog.
That we know of.
He has dog friend.
Yeah, well, that does count as a baby. They say, we're furry babies.
Well, if the Shadow Guard are eventually going to rise up and attack them, why would we even bother announcing that to them?
Because right now, no one except us knows this lady is a vampire. If we tip off the Shadow Guard, they will deal with it. It's literally what they're for.
Yeah, well, I don't know about risking Sarah's life at the same time, though.
That's why I would like to leave town after we've tipped them off.
Like a necromancer tipping off the Shadow Guard of Palor.
Also, no offense, Sarah, but I'm fairly certain the Shadow Guard has bigger fish to fry than you.
You wish.
What?
Are you so arrogant?
The Shadow Guard deals with things like demonic cults bent on summoning demons and actual liches.
Which basically means that your two companions here are screwed.
No, Sarah's not an actual lich. Sarah's a wannabe.
He's a wannabe lich right now. Galen has to worry about him.
The Shadow Guard deals with actual problems. This is like calling in, I don't know.
Actually, no, they don't have to worry about the Shadow Guard, witches and all that. They worry about some other thing.
I mean,
Okay.
calling the Shadow Guard on Sarah is like calling Army Special Forces on a guy with a knife.
Well, all I can
no
tell you,
audience would ever do it.
all I can tell you is I've never once trusted anyone else with the mission that I've assigned.
I mean, you're happy to try and assassinate a vampire. It won't end well.
What's a few missing limbs here and there?
I don't think you can find very many vital points on her, buddy.
Taking down a vampire this powerful takes manpower. And specialized knowledge we don't have.
Yeah, she's level 15.
Did you just say that 15 in character?
No, just kidding.
He's level 15 according to the wizards on the coast.
Oh my god.
She has, like,
God,
a lot of
Cujo.
power, and she wants the rings, and I don't have that much power, so obviously she should give me her rings.
Permission to kill Cujo for that horrible, horrible pun.
How much would it be to hire the Shadow Guard against Cujo?
You can't. They're
No.
not mercenaries.
Yeah, they're bros who are just broing around, doing bro stuff.
No,
I just
but I
pray
could
to-
take that
can I
mission
just-
out for you.
Can I just pray to Paylor and be like, Paylor, can you tell the Shadow Guard to kill Cujo?
Yes, Tipo's brilliant plans. A chaotic, evil person travels through celestial planes, goes to Palo and tells him, hey, can you murder this chaotic neutral dude over here for a bad pun? No, see, to murder people for bad puns, you go to St. Cuthbert, god of retribution. Anyway, the point is, the Shadow Guard has access to the resources of the Church of Palor, which includes Radiant servants who are specifically trained to deal with stuff like vampires.
Hmm.
Then, we skip town for a couple of weeks until they have finished their investigations, and we come back. Again. Even if I doubt they would even care about Sarah.
Well, what do you want to do, Sarah?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm waiting for Sarah to say something.
I don't want the Shadow Guard.
Yeah, but you haven't responded to anything anyone has said in the last 10 minutes. Outside of, I don't wanna.
I deal with the Shadow.
You
I
come
don't.
off there.
I don't want to deal with the Shadow Guard. And I don't want them to know about my presence at all yet, until it's necessary.
None of us would actually go to the Shadow Guard. I would arrange for a shadow spy to get a message. That's all.
It's a spy.
Yes, a spy, which will then be busy investigating a vampire.
Apparently, I learned the art of Shadow Clone because there were like 3 or 4 Yukis on this map.
That is awesome.
I only see one.
That's because I just deleted the other 3.
Hmm.
I mean, you were probably yeah, right, because until this session we couldn't move over the barrier, so we always just pulled in new tokens when we were going somewhere else.
Okay.
The point is, there is no real other way of dealing with a vampire.
I mean, besides recently talking to them and seeing what they're all about?
Again, that's like asking me to reasonably go talk to a demon.
Like I've said before, this is my game, my rules.
Yes, but my character can still make the decision that it's a bad idea to go talk to vampires that seek dark power.
Okay, that's reasonable.
You don't actually know what power she wants.
I know she wants the rings, and I know the rings unleash
And
dark
you don't know what
power.
the power that the rings give. So you're
we have-
making all your decisions on assumptions.
We have two independent sources that speak
Not
about
actually.
dark power.
Independent, not fact.
We have two independent sources speaking
Not
of
fact.
dark. We still have two independent sources speaking of dark power, and we have nothing telling us that it's not dark power. The reasonable assumption is it's dark power. Also, because the opportunity cost if it's not dark power is fairly low. Also, as Tipo said, that lady is doing something shady in her house, and I don't want to get eaten by vampires.
She is doing something a little, I don't know. Like, she knows all about me. She should know that her eating someone wouldn't bother me.
What if she's eating you?
I mean, then it'd probably bother me.
Geez, this is what bothers me. I mean, I'm not a big fan of her eating people in general, but the thought of her eating me is something I like even less. And considering how powerful either she or her associates must be, I'm worried what she might do if we are not giving her the ring she wants. Because if this lady grows impatient, these walls won't protect us. We might as well sit behind parchment.
I'm just gonna sit behind a wall full of tar and just, say that it's safe.
Doesn't matter what you make a wall out of when your wall is sunk into the ground with you in it and then flattened by the pressure of 1 kilometer of rock. That's the kind of power we're dealing with.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go see Lord Never. See ya.
See, I'm legitimately
Yeah,
scared of
Winter.
this lady. That's why I want to take her out immediately.
She could be one of the key characters that we need to enhance the story with.
Yeah, but he doesn't like vampires. He's a racist.
Yeah, I don't like people that are literally manifestations of evil. Also, the point is, I don't make an in-character decision based on this character might be important to a story. That's not how humans work.
No, it is not.
I mean, I don't walk around saying, I need to talk to this person. She might have a quest for me in my everyday life.
So what are you guys gonna do?
I'm about to hop out. I'm tired.
All right.
I'm gonna go play a game until I fall asleep.
I think we should call it here then.
Yeah. So let's resolve this before we call it.
No, it
So-
would actually be a great idea to not resolve it before we call it.
Okay, I guess to think about it for. Oh yeah, before you guys leave, I didn't tell you. I was going to tell you this at the beginning of the session, but I forgot. Next Saturday, unfortunately, is our annual Thanksgiving meal with friends rather than relatives. So there'll be no session next Saturday, unfortunately. Are you guys at all free next this upcoming Friday, however.
That's
So
a
you guys-
maybe on my part because they might schedule me.
All right. Because if you got there's like a possibility of Friday if everybody's up for it. If not, we'll just wait for another week.
Yeah.
Get back to you during the week, and I'll let you know.
All right. So
Yeah.
So basically, it would be a good idea to post it on. I'll set up a thread on the thing. Just keep checking back on Roll20 to see what everybody's saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is Ed officially like out of this campaign? Like,
Nobody's heard from him in weeks.
In a month.
He hasn't replied back to me, period, so I'm pretty much about ready to cut my ties with him altogether.
I'm kind of I'm more so worried about him than ready to cut ties.
Yeah,
I'm
worried
not.
about
He's
him.
still playing League of Legends and all that other bullshit.
Oh, is he?
Won't fucking talk
Okay,
to me,
then-
period. So,
Are you sure?
Are you sure it's him?
Are you sure
And that's
it's
somebody
him or
stealing
not
his
someone on his
account?
account? Like, he literally always has someone on his account.
yeah, but normally they're always put that frickin' twitching thing on.
That is
when
true.
it's
They
someone
always
else.
put their
Yeah.
Twitch link.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And I've also seen him actually physically log into TeamSpeak and not talk to me, period.
What's tough? Why did he cut his ties with everybody here? I mean, it's like we were nothing but supportive to him.
Actually, no, that's not true.
Yeah.
I was not.
Ah.
I no. Like, he kept pulling some bullshit in his campaign on Sunday.
Ah.
Like-
That's right. You guys were also in other campaigns with him, and like
Well,
Right.
yeah, he like, there was some bullshit happening as far as like certain people that like would be late all the time and then would show up that one session, and like I would be late, or Sarah would be late for her job, or he would not post on Roll20 that he was having the session when he send us a private message throughout the week saying, I'll let you guys know on Roll20, and never did, and then people would show up for it, but I didn't make plans to because he never posted on Roll20. And he awarded people levels, like full levels, for showing up. And
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
never did that.
no, that's fucked up.
Even if I don't give people necessarily XP for not being in a particular mission, it's like I'll find ways of handing out XP to people who
And he kept
weren't
saying
here
that.
last time, just by like, you got some XP under the table because you weren't here last session. And I figured that you need to get at least get some XP because I mean you're doing some cool stuff over here that that should get XP for that. So an excuse to give you XP, I'll give you XP. But I don't want to like give you
He kept saying
people
that
XP
he was
when they're
going
not.
to do that, but never did. That was my problem.
All right.
And then like when I talked to him, I asked him about it. Like, he was very short with me and like just rude, and never responded. Then like he stopped responding. So
All right, I'm gonna stop the Twitch session here. We can continue to talk. Hold on. This game is officially over.